J.C. McCormick, my broadcast partner, Martin Isley. We are on Waycross Community Media and the LaSalle Broadcasting Network on Class X Radio, the new breed of rock. Getting set here. The national anthem is a few moments away. As a matter of fact, we're going to pause right now to hear the anthem.
And thanks to our veterans, we live in a country with unparalleled freedoms. To honor our veterans and to honor America, please stand with gentlemen removing their hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Right there, Martin. I said that's Dick Young. He's a Navy veteran. He's holding a gigantic American flag, walking at the 50-yard line. And the folks watching this on tape delay can see that with Waycross Community Media. There's the picture of that right there.
And that's a new tradition that Coach Holbert started just very recently. They're going to have a U.S. military veteran carry the flag and lead the team out in every game moving forward for LaSalle football, which is, especially on a day like today, there's some disturbing news out of Europe. Some terrible things, some tragic terrorist events happen in Paris, and our prayers go out to all those affected. The national anthem right now kind of means a little bit more when something like that happens.
And entertainment like this that we're going to experience here tonight is a byproduct of our freedom.
You're absolutely correct.
It's a great way of putting that, huh? Yep. So we're very sad to hear about the news out of Paris, and we mentioned that on our pregame show here tonight. And we'll keep an eye on that as information may warrant. We'll pass it along to you. Well, Martin, we've been, seems like, talking for days about this ball club and also this ball game here tonight. Lancers and Lima Senior both 9-2. If you missed it earlier, LaSalle won the coin toss, and they will defer. They're going to go on defense first. And they always seem to do that, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Getting the ball in the second half. Sometimes, you're going to see a team usually defer when they catch it these days. Sometimes it's a slight if you say you want the ball first, because you're basically telling the opponent we're going to go down and score on you. So to defer, I think, is a little bit more of a strategy where you're saying we want the ball in the second half. We're going to put our defense out there first. We're going to make you punt. We're going to have a short field. That's our strategy. I like it.
And back deep, Lima Senior's going to have three guys back deep to receive this kickoff from Drew Chrisman. Now, again, bear in mind, very windy night, just like in Cincinnati. Very windy here tonight at Kettering. If that wind is, if Drew's kicking with the wind, this might go over the scoreboard, Mark. He's got one of the biggest legs in the entire area. Drew, of course, going to Ohio State as their next punter once the current guy they have, Johnson, once he graduates.
Yeah, playing, and he got honored with a national. He's going to be playing in an all-star game from, he's the one punter picked to play in a national all-star game for the U.S. military. Drew, it's going to be fun watching his career up the road here in Columbus in the next couple years because, man, I tell you, he is a special, special talent. I've never seen anybody kick the ball in person. It just sounds different when it comes off his foot.
Yeah, you can also hear the wind sound on our crowd mic right there. We're going to have the advantage tonight of instant replay from Waycross Community Media, so that'll be nice because, as Martin and I have commented all year long, with the nature of the different designs of these stadiums, sometimes it's very difficult to read proper uniform numbers. So this is kind of nice tonight, Martin. We have our own monitor from the folks at Waycross, and we'll be able to see pretty much up close and personal what's going on for a change.
Unreal,
yeah. Looks like they got number 2 back there deep. That's DeMonte Lyles. He's a senior wide receiver. Got 3 touchdowns this year on 40 catches. He'll be the deep back to receive this kick from Drew Chrisman. as Drew gets it teed up at the 40-yard line. Both teams 9-2. Round 2 now. This is round 2, Division 2, Region 6. And the Lancer faithful have showed out here pretty darn good here tonight in the home sides of this stadium. And a good contingent, too, on the far side from Lima Senior. All right, here's the kick now from Drew Chrisman. It'll go not quite in the end zone. Lyle's got the ball at the 5. He'll be at the 10. Runs to the far sideline, 15, 20, 25, 30, and knocked out of bounds just north of the 30-yard line. Great run back for DeMonte Lyles.
And good blocking up front. There was a couple Lancers got decleated coming down on coverage. Some really nice blocking by Lima, and that's part of their game, man. They're a physical team with speed and athletes at every edge and every corner. This is going to be one tremendous challenge for the Lancer defense to hold these guys to under a few. They average 42 points a game, so that tells you that these kids are all tracksters. They're all track athletes.
That's right.
Too.
Here comes Lima Senior now, their first offensive set. 3 receivers near side, 1 far side, 1 near side receiver now in motion. They've got tall, huge receivers. Quarterback Gordon, he's rolling to his right, and he'll be stuffed by the Lancers at about the 23-yard line. That's a huge loss. John Wilcox got him.
Look for John Wilcox to have a great game. If there's one advantage that the Lancers, I believe, have, it's up front in the trenches. Our grunts, you can just tell, are going to be a little overpowering right now. They've got athletes on the edges, but I think we have an advantage down in the trenches.
All right, this will be second and about 20. Scoreboard says second and 17. 11:22 left here in the first quarter. Game just underway. Lima will have 3 receivers again bunched up near side, 1 far side for quarterback Darius Gordon. Back to pass in the pocket, looking to pass over the middle, and nobody was ever anywhere near that pass except number 11. Is that Trayshawn?
Boy, and I tell you, number 72. One of their now they just call it the late flag came out. Number 72, their right guard, was at least 8 yards downfield past the line of scrimmage. He might have thought it was a run play or a draw, but he was at the same level as our safeties.
And legal man down. Is that what that call is?
Yeah, legal man downfield.
Mark Nicely, for those of you that haven't listened to us or will be watching this on Waycross Community Media, Mark's former Lancer player, coached a lot of football, and the reason why I got him on my right side, besides he's so good looking, besides that, is he's the guy that knows the rules inside now.
Man, I tell you,
I just talk.
That's a situation where we decline the penalty. We're going to leave it third and 17. Yeah.
They flip-flop now. 3 receivers far side, 1 near side for quarterback Gordon. Looking to pass far side. The pass is complete, but nowhere near a first down. He'll get to about the original line of scrimmage.
And our defensive backs obviously played a little bit soft. On 3rd and 17, we can afford to let them catch it underneath. They completed a 7-yard pass and were tackled right on the spot.
You know what?
Terrell White on coverage.
He doesn't look real crisp. I'm sorry, throwing that ball. I'm just being honest, you know?
Well, these kids have adrenaline, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They'll get into this game and they'll ease into it, and when the adrenaline wears off, after they take a few hits and run a few plays, they'll get under their own. This is a kid who started every game last year as well.
You know who's back deep, don't you? There's Jeremy Larkin back deep to receive this punt from Lima. They get the punt away. Jeremy might return this one. He gets it at the 37. He's at the 40, 45. Jeremy dodges. There's a flag. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. This is all going to come back now. There was a block in the back inside LaSalle's 40-yard line.
And any time you punt the ball and Jeremy Larkin catches it with about a 12 or 15-yard cushion, meaning that there were no defenders from Lima within 10 or 15 yards of him when he caught the ball, that's a dangerous situation. I'm surprised they're going to kick to him. Usually you see punters kick it very, very high and short to allow their coverage to catch up to it, or they kick it out of bounds. They said, you know what, we're going to kick to you and we're going to tackle you. And he had a great return, but unfortunately it's going to get called back for a hold or a block in the back. But the refs definitely saw it and threw it. There were flags all over the field.
All right, so refs mark off this penalty. LaSalle thanks Mike and Mark LaRosa for their support of Lancer Athletics. Famous for their pizza. Their menu also includes hoagies, calzones, salads, and pasta. Takeouts via mobile apps or phone at 513-347-1111. All right, Lancers will set up shop after the penalty mark-off just about their 29-yard line. They're going to have 2 receivers far side, 2 near side, and Jarrell White is in the backfield.
All right.
Looks like Jeremy's in the slot far side, so Jarrell's to the left of quarterback Nick Watson, who's in shotgun. Lima showing a blitz from their big middle linebacker. He's one of their better defensive players.
And I love how he's wearing the neon green socks so everybody on the field knows who he is.
That's right. So we can see him, too. He's showing blitz again. All right, Nick, there's a handoff to Jarrell. Jarrell running near side at the 35, 40, a 45. Jarrell White almost up to about the 48-yard line. First down, Lancers, no flags.
A punishing tackle, and he ran downhill from the get-go. Boy, I tell you, not a punishing tackle, a punishing run. I take that back. I'm sorry, the defender kind of got trucked.
All right, Jarrell in the backfield again with Nick Watson. Jeremy will be in the slot on the near side, along with Josh Geving. Two receivers far side. Looks like maybe Christian Turner, maybe Ben Braybender. Jeremy's in motion now for a jet sweep. Jeremy's got the ball, running far side, 45. First down, inside the 40, down to the 34. Right now, Lima has no answer for this Lancer running attack.
We've been calling it thunder and lightning for a couple years now. We got a big guy in Jarrell White, who's the punishing back, and a lightning fast Jeremy Larkin running jet sweep. Dangerous combination right now. I think we're averaging, 15 yards a run after the first two plays. We just changed field position fast.
All right, ball being the 35-yard line of Lima Senior. 9:47 left in the first quarter. 1st and 10 call for the Lancers. Referees talking to LaSalle coaches.
There might be an equipment issue with Ben Braybender. They're looking at possibly maybe he's missing a knee pad or something. He's got to come off the field.
He's got to come off the field. They're going to replace Ben there. And I think that's Josh Wiley in there now.
Correct.
Sophomore.
Correct.
All right, Lancers getting set here to run this play. They're going to have Josh Wiley near side along with Christian Turner. Far side looks like Josh and Jeremy in the slot. And Jarrell White again in the backfield alongside Nick Watson. Nick in pistol this time. Jeremy in motion, but the handoff to Jarrell up the middle. There's a flag came out immediately from the near side. This sideline ref here.
We're going to see what the flag is. Maybe it was illegal motion. I'm wondering if Jeremy Larkin may have been coming towards the line of scrimmage when the ball was snapped. He was in motion, kind of a jet sweep action where they're going to fake the handoff to him, and he may have been rolling towards the line of scrimmage. And in high school football, when you're in motion, you've got to stay parallel to the line. If you're moving forward towards the line of scrimmage when the ball snaps, that's a penalty. They're going to move it back 5 yards.
All right, they're going to be on the 40-yard line of Lima. No score, 9:30 left, clock counting in the first quarter here of this Division II second-round playoff game. Three receivers near side, one far side. That's Jeremy. He's in motion. He's got the ball in the jet sweep running toward us. Turns the corner, 40, 35, at the 30. Still dodging tacklers, and Jeremy will be slung down at about the 25-yard line, very close to the first down marker. 15
yards again. It seems like every play has been about a 15-yard run. Jarrell once and Jeremy twice. Jet sweep. That's, when you got multiple weapons like Jarrell and Jeremy,
we're watching.
It's hard to defend both. I mean, you really can't.
We're watching them on replay. We have that advantage here tonight.
Tackled by big number 38 again.
Yeah, he gets down about 10 yards where they touch him. All right, Nick looking for the ball here. There's first down call. There's a handoff to Jarrell. Jarrell's not going to get a whole lot of real estate that time.
Tackled right at the line of scrimmage by the interior defensive lineman. Big number 73 for Lima. He goes 5'11", 310 pounds. That senior. His name is E.J. Smart. And he is a load, is he not?
He really is. All right, this will be, he got 1 yard. A first and 9, or a second 9 call now. Second 9 call on the Lima 24-yard line. 8:32 left in the first quarter. Lancers have three receivers far side. One back in the backfield. Jeremy Larkin now in motion. And Nick hands off, and another flag. All right, come on, refs. Another flag now. Now what's going on?
Illegal motion.
Another illegal motion call against the Lancers.
We're going to be looking at 2nd and 14.
Take the pistol out of your holster and keep shooting yourself in the foot, right?
Well, I tell you, penalties will kill you. I'll drive a coach nuts. I'm looking at the replay to see if we could see who moved, because I really didn't see anything live, but obviously somebody must have, because we're not arguing.
Yeah, no argument at all from the Lancer sideline on that call. 2nd and 14 from the 29. No score. 8:16 to go in the first quarter of play. Two receivers near side. Jeremy is one, and he's in motion. He gets the handoff from Nick, and Jeremy be stuffed.
Big number 38, Jalen Thomas, their star linebacker. They said, you know what? You ran jet sweep one too many times. Now we know it's coming.
Right. He shares numbers with Hayden Jester.
I tell you, that's a good linebacker number.
Yeah.
If I'm a young kid right now and I'm a middle linebacker, I want number 38.
And by the way, Jeremy Larkin shares a uniform number 28, with the movie I saw today, this morning, My All-American.
Is that good?
Excellent. And that kid wore number 28. All right, Nick, the throw near side to Josh Geving. Josh has it at the 20, running to 20, and pushed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Positive yard, just a wide receiver screen, just a quick catch and throw. If the corner's going to play that soft, you can get an automatic 5, 6, 7 yards. All you got to do is execute. It looks like Hayden Jester's coming in. Are they going Rhino
Big
and
boy.
Nolan Keller? All right.
Big boy backfield in now for the Lancers.
4th and 3.
Hilbert's going for it. 4th and 3 call here. 7:32 left in the first quarter. Nolan Keller, Hayden Jester flanking Jarrell White. Nick Watson under center this time. This is their famous big boy backfield formation. Nick with the ball. Hands off Jarrell. Jarrell's going to get stuffed.
He got stuffed.
And Jarrell's not going to get that first down.
Try to get some numbers for you. Big number 7, number 58. We're talking about
Miguel Clark.
Miguel Clark, the 6-foot, 185-pound junior linebacker, came in, and I tell you, we ran that play. If they're doing any film study at all, that Rhino package, they seem to run that same play over and over again. It seemed like they knew it was coming.
And the National Flag Company is the sponsor of LaSalle game broadcast on Class X Radio. They offer flags and flagpoles located 1819 Freeman Avenue in Cincinnati and on the internet too. Phone number 513-721-0285.
Penalties are really killing us so far, JC. They just stoned that drive right there.
And
how many penalties do we have so far? 3 penalties?
Probably.
4 penalties?
Yeah. Lima starts at their 17 now with 7:27 left in the first quarter. No score. Quarterback hands off to their running back. It's Jalen Walker. He crosses the 20-yard line.
Saw the big guard come across the line of scrimmage and Poole get a kick-out block. Positive yards. They got 3 or 4 or 5 yards on first down. The playbook sure opens up a lot when you got 2nd and 5 instead of 2nd and 10.
This running back's got, before this game, about 26 touchdowns on this season, so he's no slouch.
Oh, yeah, he gobbles up yards, too. He's got a lot of yards on the ground as well.
All right, 2nd and 5 now. The press box is shaking with Lancer fans clapping their feet. And there was a handoff in the backfield, and Walker fell down that time.
John Wilcox really showed some penetration right up the middle. Same exact play they ran. That left guard, Pools, comes across in motion. And I tell you, if you're a linebacker and you see that guard in front of you, pull to your left, that's where the ball's going, man. Go find it.
Guess who's on the field for the Lancers defensively? Nick Veit in at linebacker.
Nice. That's good to see. Nick's been hurt all season. Hurt his knee in the first game of the year, and I think last week is his first action. Let's see if he's got game speed.
All right, 3rd and 7 now. 3 receivers bunched up far side for Lima. Gordon back to look for a receiver, trying to pass, has to run. He's being flushed out of the pocket, and he'll be tackled short of the first down. They're going to punt again.
Good physical tackle. Whoever it was came up and really put a good shot on that quarterback as he was rushing. You know, Kyle Farwick playing defensive end got sucked in a little bit. That fast quarterback got the edge, and I thought it was going to be trouble, but our defensive backs, Red Run, came up, made a nice tackle right at the line of scrimmage. 4th and 5. Here we go. 2 3-and-outs in a row. I like it.
Well, hang on. They're not showing punt yet. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. 4th and about
All right, here
4.
we go.
They're going for it.
Hey, they figure, you know what?
Wow. Their coach, Mike Fell, is very, very unpredictable. 4th and 4 for Lima on their own 23. Oh, they tried to get LaSalle to jump. It's all it wasn't. LaSalle didn't
timeout.
Jump.
Okay, and then Lima took a timeout.
Yeah.
Here we go.
That's good.
I didn't think he was that big of a riverboat gambler.
That's right. With this timeout, Obert's Auto Care and Towing is located at 7206 Harrison Avenue, a block away from Springdale Road. Open Monday through Friday from 8 till 5. Phone number 513-353-4913. That's Obert's Auto Care and Towing. Kings is leading Turpin 7-0 early in their first quarter. Thanks to Joe Strecker for that score, our executive producer here in our booth at Kettering Fairmont High School. Lancers and Lima Senior, 5:36 to go in the first quarter. No score. Both offenses kind of feeling each other out here right now. And this will be a 4th, and they are going to go for it, Martin.
Unbelievable.
Look, check this out. Lima Senior's going for this on their own 23-yard line. They feel they've got nothing to lose, okay?
Hey, you got a 6'7" and a 6'5" wide receiver. They might just say, I'm going to throw it up. You're going to go up and make a play.
All right, 4th and 4 call. 2 receivers far side and near side for quarterback Darius Gordon. He's in shotgun. He's got the snap, looking to throw far side. The receiver catches the ball for a first down, and he'll be pushed out of bounds by 2 Lancers at about the 34-yard line. Wow, is that rolling dice? Huh?
Was that Jay? I'm wondering. I'm trying to get a number. Was that DeMonte Fisher? That was no. I'm trying to figure out who that receiver was.
That was number 11. Thanks to replay.
Ruben Flowers,
Community Media. That's their big guy.
You know, he ran about a 7-yard hitch. Just run a really nice route. He sprinted out of his stance, put his foot in the ground, and turned around. That ball was right in the numbers.
All right, first down.
Well-executed play.
On their own 33-yard line. 3 receivers near side, 1 far side for quarterback Gordon in shotgun. Back to pass again. Far side and deep. This is what he does. He throws it up. The receiver has it. He got by the Lancer defender, and he'll be tackled inside LaSalle's 10-yard. That's exactly what they do, Mark.
They're absolutely right. That's what they do. They throw the ball down the field, man. They really average a lot of yards per attempt. I think he averages 10 or 12 yards per attempt, which means they run a lot of wide receiver screens and they run a lot of fades, and they can stretch it. They got some track athletes on the edge, man. And big number 11, Ruben Flowers, the third. He's going to Pitt next year. He's a Division I, legitimate Division I wide receiver. That kid's got all the tools to go really far.
All right, Lima will be on LaSalle's 8-yard line. 5:04 left in the first quarter inside LaSalle's red zone. 3 receivers near side, 1 far side. The far side's Flowers. Handoff, though, to Jaden Walker, and he gets down shy of the goal line.
Tripped up. I'm not sure who got him at the line. We'll check the replay. I know Hayden Jester came in and cleaned it up, but he was tripped up at the line. Fell forward for positive yards.
There's your replay.
Pretty well-defensed play, though.
Let's see who got that one. Actually, Hayden got a good hit on him. See that?
Yeah.
All right, they're going to be on LaSalle's 3-yard line. 4:31 to go. First quarter, no score. There's a long pass that Lima just completed to get down there in LaSalle's red zone. That's what they've been doing.
Yeah, man, they stretch
Nothing
it,
special.
man. They throw the ball down the field.
They got 3 backs in the backfield now behind quarterback Gordon under center, and he hands off to Jane Walker, and Walker's going to try the far side and not find any room and be thrown for a bit of a loss.
Great penetration by Jarrell White. We knew what play they were running. It seemed like we had somebody in the huddle. Jarrell really made some nice penetration, drove him backwards, almost had a tackle for a loss. He slipped out of it, and it was cleaned up on the play by Nolan Keller and by 91. Nolan Keller, yeah, great job. Nolan, way to show up on film, son. Here we go.
All right, be third down on the 5-yard line. 3 receivers near side, 1 far side, looking to throw, throws it up in the corner of the end zone. All they do is jump and get the ball.
Touchdown.
And they got a touchdown. He just throws the ball high, a high arcing pass, and tells the receiver to out-jump the DB for the ball, and that's exactly what he did. That was Keaton Upshaw. He's their 6'7" wide receiver.
6'7". Any kids out there listening, play that game Jackpot on the playground where everybody just throws it up in the air into a big pile.
Correction.
You can go up and catch it.
Correction. Rico Stafford got
Oh, he's the 6'5" receiver. I'm sorry. Correction.
2 inches. 2 inches. All right. The Spartans go up 6-0 over the Lancers. Left-fielded kicker here now. Left-footed kicker. And the extra point attempt is good.
All right.
So Lima leads LaSalle 7-0 with 3:38 left in the first quarter. Cincinnati Chiropractic is located in Westwood at 4021 Harrison Avenue and online at CincinnatiChiropractic.com. Dr. Limley and his staff provide chiropractic care, corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, spine and posture screenings. Phone number 513-661-6666. Martin, the adjustments defensively for the Lancers have got to be extreme pressure on that quarterback.
Oh, that, and we got to keep these receivers in front of us.
Yeah.
You know, the quarterback at times, you can get all the pressure in the world you want, but he's going to catch it, and he's got a clock in his head. He's going to catch it, count to 2, and throw it. I'm telling you, these linemen on Lima's offense, all they have to do is get in the way for a second. He's going to catch it and throw it quick. And he's going to throw high, fades, downfield. He throws a nice, deep ball, and all he wants to do is give his big receivers an opportunity to run under it.
Now get this, the scouting report on Lima kickoffs here, they can't kick it deep. So Jeremy is standing at the 25-yard line. Get that. Jarrell at the 30 and Josh Gebbing near the 30. They just have no distance on their kicker here, on his leg.
That's interesting. Wow, I haven't seen. He's lined. They're going to scoot back a little bit now. Here we go.
Are they going to go back a little bit?
Yep.
Yeah, the scouting report on the kicker is he can't put it in the end zone. So Lancers on alert here now. Hayden Jester is their personal protector. Hayden stands at the 30-yard line. And there's the kick. It's a squib kick. It bounces once, twice. Jarrell jumps and gets it. Jarrell's at the 35, pushes a couple of blockers down, and Jarrell will be down at about the 35-yard line.
Good field position, although it was only about a 5-yard return. I'll take it at the 35 every time. Here we go. Let's get something going on offense now, fellas. A lot of football to play. There's 3 minutes and 32 seconds to go in the first quarter. And I tell you, this offense is electric. Let's see if we can get some points up on the board now.
All right, Lancers will start on their own 37-yard line. 1st and 10 play. Ben Brabender, far side receiver with Christian Turner out there along with him. And Jeremy in the slot near side with Josh Gebbing. And it looks like Jarrell in the backfield with Nick Watson. He slaps his hands for the snap. And Nick has it and hands off to Jarrell. Finds an opening running near side 40 and 45 out of bounds at about the 46-yard line.
Positive yards again, 6 or 7, maybe 8 yards on first down.
Ruben Flowers got him too.
Yeah, that kid's going both ways, right?
Yeah.
He plays a lot.
Yeah.
He's on the field for almost every snap, man.
Right.
He's a Division I athlete. They're not going to take him off the side and put him on the sidelines. He's going to be playing. So he's lined up at corner right now.
All right, 2nd and 1 call for the Lancers. 2nd and 1 on their own 46-yard line. Now, Jeremy and Jarrell switch positions. Jeremy in the backfield, Jarrell in the slot. Nick slaps his hands, and Nick has the ball, and there's a handoff to Jeremy. Jeremy gets the first down and more. Jeremy running far side, the 40, the 35, 30, and they're going to drag him out of bounds, but he gets inside the line, the 30-yard line.
Again, and they ran inside zone read, which means the quarterback is going to put it in his belly, carry it out, and had Nick decided to keep it, he would have had some freaking positive yards as well. Because that was open on both sides. A really nice play call by this Lancer offense.
All right, LaSalle's going to start this play from the 28-yard line of Lima Senior with 3 receivers near side and 1 far side. Nick's in pistol this time. Lancers losing 7-0, 2:58 left, and still first quarter play. Nick looking for the snap now. He's got it. Hands it off to Jarrell White, dancing to get through the line. Jarrell still alive, and he'll be down inside the 25-yard line.
You know, we get spoiled, but he got 7 or 8 yards on first down, and, you know, we're used to seeing these guys chunk off 15 yards a run, and we're like, oh, man, he only got 7. Really? Come on, what's wrong with his offense?
Exactly.
Falling forward for another positive yard or two. But we'll take 6 yards on first down every time.
2nd 4 play in the Lima 23-yard line. 3 receivers are near side for Nick Watson. Jeremy in motion from far side to near side. Jet sweep. Jeremy has the ball, and Jeremy will cut it. Jeremy cuts it the middle, and he hits the end zone. That's a Lancer touchdown. Lancers roll deep.
Jet sweep again, and you know that play is designed. Everybody in the world is thinking he wants to get outside. He's a speedster. Protect the edge. Protect the edge. He saw it crease up the middle, planted his left foot, and shot right through the middle of the line, untouched the last 15 yards.
You know, Coach Beauchamp a couple of weeks ago told me that. Jeremy has that option, as you just said, and the vision this kid has, and he sees the opening, and boom, it's like a cannon shot, wasn't it, Mark?
Like we said last week, somewhere Barry Sanders is nodding his head in approval.
Oh, yeah. All right, Drew's extra point attempt, is that good? It looks like it's good.
Oh, boy.
All right, Lancers tied the score 7-all with 2:38 left in the first quarter. Party at Tramps Fireworks is a supporter of LaSalle Lancer football. They're in Lawrenceburg at 1415 U.S. State Route 50 and on the internet at lawrenceburgfireworks.com. Phone number 812-539-2264. Party at Tramps Fireworks. Now, I'm very curious to see this Lancer defense now. Okay?
Yeah, I know.
They just got burned on that long play from Lima, and it was nothing special. I mean, you watch Lima for 2 minutes on tape, and you'll see them do that.
Yeah, they really, really stretched the field. Their yards per attempt, and that's one of those statistics that can be very, very telling about a quarterback and about an offense. It's the yards per attempt. Okay, look at that stat sometimes, because if a quarterback has got six or less yards per attempt, that means they don't throw the ball downfield very often. This kid's got almost 11 yards per attempt on the season, and he's got, I want to say, 3,000 yards passing each of the last 2 years. A talented stable of wide receivers. I'm telling you, he doesn't get sacked a lot because he just as soon as he catches that ball out of shotgun, he's chucking it up in the air and letting these kids go get it.
All right, Drew set the kickoff from a 40-yard line following that touchdown, an extra point. Devontae Lyles back deep, number 2 there for the Lima Senior Spartans, standing at his 5-yard line. I can't tell, but the flags are kind of limp right now on the goalpost. I was going to try to see if he's kicking in or out of the wind there. That ball will not hit the end zone. Lyles with it at his 3, at the 5, the 10, the 15, has an opening at the 30, and he's knocked down. The ball should be marked at about the 32. Here's Nick Becker on the sidelines.
Yeah, guys, Coach overhead the defense after last Lima possession. Was not very happy with that 4th and 5 conversion by Lima. Told the guys they got to know where that stick is for that first down. Otherwise, told them to keep playing hard and to do their job.
All right, they're going to mark this ball actually at the 33-yard line. At the 33, a 1st and 10 play. Martin, how tall is this receiver running on this near side for Lima Senior? My goodness. He's the 6'5", Rico Stafford. Looks taller than that, doesn't he? All right, Lima with the ball now. Gordon in shotgun. He's looking to pass far side. And, almost picked off. Was that Farwick again?
I think that was Brandon Demeek.
Was that Brandon Demeek?
Yeah, he jumped that route and ran it all the way.
Yeah, that was Brandon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He's the one that had a little tough time covering that one long pass before. He tried to make up for it.
Well, he fell, too.
Yeah, he fell down, too, yeah. All right, the 2nd 10 call now for the Lima Senior Spartans. 3 receivers near side, 1 far side for quarterback Darius Gordon. He's waiting for the snap. And It's a pass in the flat near side. Receiver dropped the ball. Interested to know Jarrell White playing defense as well.
DeMonte Lillis, number 2, is the guy that they want to have. You're going to see number 2, you're going to see number 11, and you're going to see number 23 touch the ball the most.
Look at this, my little broadcast buddy. Look who's playing cornerback. Jeremy Larkin.
Is he now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is he?
Yep. There's your defensive adjustment. There's your defensive adjustment.
It's on the field, right?
All right, Gordon back to pass. He throws a screen pass, far side. The runner at the 30, and he falls down tackle about the 34-yard line.
Sniffed out well, and on 3rd and long, every grade school coach will tell you, 3rd and long, watch the screen, watch the draw, don't jump off sides. But I tell you, nice adjustments so far by these defensive backs. And that's really how Coach Hilbert has made his bones through the years as a defensive coach. There's not much on offense he hasn't seen. So look for these guys to make some fast adjustments.
The ball on the 34-yard line for this punt. With a minute 50 and counting, score is tied 7-all. Jeremy stands at his 30-yard line to receive this punt. At least we think it's Jeremy. Yeah, it is. Almost blocked. It'll be shanked off to the near side, and then it just hits the ground and dies. Lima will down it at about the 42-yard line.
All right. They really put the heat on. I think they sent about 3 guys off the right edge to try to get a punt block happening. They had punt rush going. Didn't get to it, but he kind of came off the side of his foot. I don't want to call it a shank. That might be too harsh of a term, but it definitely was.
Hey, we've seen him shank him all year, you know.
Well, you know, and I think by strategy, because we don't want to kick it to Jeremy. Right.
I keep looking for Jarrell. I want to see thunder and lightning still. Is he out there? Yes, he is. Jarrell White in the backfield with Nick Watson. Jeremy in a double motion. Now, Jeremy in motion, far side. To the far, another flag. Why does the ref keep calling the flag illegal procedure?
They're looking at him saying, okay, what are we doing?
Coaches are saying, what's going on?
What's happening? Let's see if we can see the replay, because, boy, I tell you.
Let's see if Waycross shows this replay here.
Who's getting a head start?
Here we go. Here's the replay. Now, what is wrong?
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I have no idea.
Why is that a legal procedure? Every time.
Over officious at times, aren't they?
Yeah. All right, be 1st and 15 call now on the 38-yard line for the Lancers. 2 receivers near side, 1 far side. And Christian Turner in motion, jet sweep. He's got the ball running near side. Christian, he'll be up to about the 48th they're going to mark it at.
Carousel down after about a 9-yard gain. We'll take that. That jet sweep seems to be there all game long. They snuffed it out once, and I think they had a blitz called on that play. But the jet sweep so far has been there all game long. Taking 10 yards on 1st and 15, that's a good thing.
2nd 5 call now from the 48. 2 receivers positioned far side. Jeremy and Jet fake to Jeremy. Handoff to Jarrell up the middle. He's got it more. Jarrell White. Shoestring tackle. Shoestring saving, touchdown saving tackle. And Jarrell's down at about the 33-yard line.
He showed burst right between the tackle box, did he not?
He did.
They faked that jet sweep. Faked the sweep to Jeremy, and Jarrell had a nice hole. And as soon as he hit it, he exploded through that hole for positive yards.
All right, 3 receivers far side. Jeremy Larkin in the backfield with Nick Watson. Lima showing blitz from their middle linebacker. Handoff to Jeremy. Jeremy will shrug off a few guys at the line of scrimmage and maybe pick up a yard or 2.
Glad he went down when he did. Big number 38, Jalen Thomas, came flying in right over top of Jeremy Larkin as he fell down. He was headhunting, man. He looked like he was trying to hit someone hard on that play, did he not?
He did.
We're down to, did you see that?
23 seconds left in the first quarter. Tied ball game, 7-all. And 2 receivers near side for the Lancers, 2 far side. Jeremy in motion. Jeremy has the handoff, and they're going to corral him for a loss. They were waiting for that one.
They knew that play was coming. I think they had someone in the huddle, JC.
Luke Durger, offensive guard, just yelled something to the Lancers sideline like, hey, that didn't work, guys. All right, it's the end of the first quarter now. Lancers, Spartans tied 7-all. We're going to pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the LaSalle Broadcasting Network on Waycross Community Media and Class X Radio, the new breed of rock. All right, Kings leading Turpin in the other Division II Region 6 game going on Joe Strecker again, the score of 14-3. Kings over Turpin. Barrett Cohn is jumping up and down right now. Being the old Kings play-by-play guy, he would love to see a Lancer-Kings matchup next week.
He lives up in those.
We got to get through this one first, Martin. You know, listen, I told all my buddies I think about a 17-point Lancer win tonight when it all settles down.
That's your prediction?
That's my prediction.
All right, we'll see what happens.
We're tied up now. We are absolutely
I feel like
up.
we probably have the ability to put some points up on the board. The question is, are we going to be able to keep them out of the end zone, JC?
Yeah. Well, we saw the defensive adjustment with Jeremy Larkin going in as cornerback to cover these big receivers with Jeremy's speed.
And one thing
they're not going to get behind him.
One thing Coach Hilbert does really, really well is he disguises his coverages a lot on defense, where it looks like one thing and it turns out to be another. So let's see them make some schemes up in the backfield a little bit differently too.
All right, Lancers, 3 receivers, far side, 1 near side on the 34-yard line of Lima, just starting second quarter action. Lima showing blitz again. Nick back to pass, looking for far side. He was going over the middle right there to Josh Gebbing and threw it behind him.
I wonder if that ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage, JC. Let's watch the replay. I think somebody got a paw up and knocked it off of its flight pattern.
All right, this will be a 4th and 11 call. 4th and 11. You're in no man's land right here.
No man's land. Great way to put it.
Yeah, no man's land.
Short of a field to punt, too long of a field to kick. You'd be looking at a 39, 49, 50-something yard field goal, and it's just too far to field goal kick and too short to punt.
All right, Jarrell in the backfield. Jeremy Larkin, receiver near side. 3 receivers far side. Nick looking across the middle. Nick has to be, or he's going to run, going to roll. He finds Christian Turner.
Touchdown.
Christian Turner, touchdown in the Lancer end zone. Lancers roll deep.
And a really well-defended play. The defensive back really caught up to that ball, showed some good closing speed, got there. He may have even deflected it, and it landed right into the arms of Christian Turner. Great concentration by Christian Turner.
Well, again,
wonderful catch.
Here comes the replay right now. Was that deflected into Christian Turner's hands? There's Nick rolling right there.
He's open. Now it's not.
No, right through his hands.
It went through his hands. Wow.
The defensive back, that's DeMonte Fisher, just missed the ball.
You know, and DeMonte made a nice play on the ball. Yeah. When Nick threw that, Christian Turner was wide open, and by the time it got there, that defensive back had really caught up to it, showed some closing speed. Fortunately for us,
extra point good, too.
He missed the deflection, and great concentration by Christian Turner.
All right, 14-7 Lancers now. Game On Bar and Grill located in the White Oak Shopping Center at 5880 Cheviot Road. Features a menu of wraps, quesadillas, salad sandwiches, and appetizers. Their website, GameOnCincy.com. And they're on Facebook, Game On. Their phone number, 513-385-9999. I told somebody this week I wanted to see Lancers roll deep at least 7 times. So I said it twice so far.
It could happen. It could happen.
Okay. Well, 14-7. I mean, it has the making of a track meet, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Boy, I tell you. We've held them to a few 3 and outs, but, you know, one big play, boom. And they moved the field position. They were on their own 20. They converted on a 4th and 5, threw a fade. Next thing you know, they got the ball 1st and goal.
Want to apologize.
That's what they do.
Want to apologize to the listeners of our GCI Digital pregame show. We had interviews planned for with Coach Volker and Barrett. We could not air them. Apologize for that technical issue, along with a great interview Barrett had with Jordan Thompson. Maybe there's some way of getting that on social media. We'll save that for good call, Joe. We'll save maybe both of those for next week.
Hey, don't get ahead of yourselves, fellas.
We have it next week, right? Unless Coach Volker spoke specifically about Lima, which I'm not sure of. But we'll definitely play that Jordan Thompson interview next week for you. A live pregame show. First time we've done that. A little kind of weird there, and things didn't go according to plan. They never do sometimes, huh? All right, Drew Chrisman kicks off. There's a short kick. There's a little poochy kick. Ooh. And the receiver reaches for the ball at about the 39-yard line, right?
Yeah.
No, but the 33-yard line. And a Lancer defender came along and almost took his head off. Did you see that?
I tell you, that ball kind of floated there for a second.
Here's a replay.
When those two guys looked like 2 outfielders kind of colliding on a pop fly,
right.
I was hoping it might pop up in the air and we might get it. But, you know, we've been seeing opposing teams do that to us all season long.
Right.
We don't want to kick it deep and give one of their speedsters, one of their track athletes, 15 yards of cushion after he catches it. And we're going to take away that big play threat by pooch kicking it. That's a good strategy.
All right, Lima will start on their 34. 1st and 10, 11:46, second quarter. Lancers up 14-7. Quarterback Gordon back, looking for a far side. Here he goes again, throws it way up, throws it way far. And the ball just bounces and hits the ground Oh, and then a Lima senior receiver went up and pushed the Lancer defensive back. That was Trayshawn Smith, just flat out pushed him, and there was no flag back there.
I tell you, if we're going to see a replay, you know, that defender, it's a high fade. I saw offensive pass interference a little bit too. He kind of pushed off while that ball's in the air, and look for them doing that. And I think, yeah, we're watching the replay now. He kind of pushed off a little bit. Some words are being spoken to one another right there. I don't think they're inviting each other to dinner after the game. Here we go.
All right, next play, it's a run, far side, and Jarrell White will stop the running back from hitting the 33-yard line. I believe that was Jaden Walker. Was that number 9, Jaden Walker?
Yeah, I think it was, man. I'm sorry we missed. That was a quarterback. You know, this monitor, we're not used to being able to watch replays, and they got this nice monitor thanks to Waycross.
All right, 3rd and 10.
In front of us.
All right, yeah, we appreciate that. At the line now, 3rd and 10. 2 receivers near side, 2 far side. Quarterback Gordon slaps his hands. He's in shotgun. Now he's going to pass near side, and the ball is thrown at the feet of the attendant receiver, Reuben Flowers.
Hayden Jester really cleaned up the pile, man. He hit that quarterback while he was throwing it. That wasn't thrown into the ground on purpose. He was getting hit while he threw it. So Hayden Jester really delivered a blow. Didn't give him the chance to follow through on that pass, and it kind of skipped right down to the ankles.
Producer Joe Strecker just pointed out that Ant-Man is out here for this punt return team. He's on the far line of scrimmage. You see, Martin?
Yes, sir.
There's Ant-Man out there. That kid's exciting.
I tell you, man, watch for fake punts here. I don't know if I do it in this juncture, but they got a lot of trick plays.
There's a little bit of a high snap, but the punter gets it away clean. Back to Jeremy Larkin. He has it, and he'll run. He'll keep running. I thought he downed the ball. But Jeremy will dodge tacklers, carry them, and be down at about the 34-yard line. Now
on tape, they have a lot. They've run several different sorts of trick plays. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to pull something out of a hat at some point in this game.
Allostatics is a data analytics company developing healthcare solutions. They produce predictive decision tools. Phone number 513-351-0368. Allostatics on Facebook and also on Twitter. All right, Lancers coming out now. The offensive unit with 10:51 left in the first half of play. LaSalle up 14-7. And they're going to start at their 35-yard line. 2 receivers near side, Jarrell White, and looks like Ben Brabender. Far side, 2 receivers. And Jeremy Larkin is in slot. Now he's in motion, far side to near side. And Nick Watson hands off to the running back. I believe that was Christian Turner, who got up to near about the 37. In fact, they're going to mark it at about the 37, and then was pushed back. Let's make sure that was Christian. That was Jarrell White there, Martin. Thank you, replay. That was Jarrell White.
At a 2 or 3 yard gain.
I saw the 2, didn't see the. I thought I saw the 2 and the 1. It was the 2.
There you go.
Hey, by the way, you notice if Christian Turner has his George Washington shoes on again. All right, 2nd and 7 play for the Lancers. 38-yard line. Nick, the throw far side. Josh Gebbing has it at the 40. Josh will get a first down as he crosses the 45. They're going to mark that at the 47-yard line. Great catch by a senior, great wide receiver, Josh Gebbing.
You know, and he's all GCL again. And I tell you, we're so used to seeing Jeremy Larkin, Christian Turner, Nick Watson. We forget about some of the other weapons they have on the edge. Ben Brabender and Josh Gebbing and Junker, their tight end, are fantastic football players in their own right.
Lancers at the 47, first down play. 10:04 left in the first half. LaSalle up 14-7. And Nick has 3 receivers near side, 1 far side. He repositions Jarrell White to his left. Jeremy's now in motion to the far side. And Nick looking for Jeremy deep. Jeremy's wide open. Oh, but just overthrew him by about 2 feet.
Boy, it seemed like they were setting that play up.
They did, yeah.
Great play.
I thought I saw a flag. No flag.
Not well executed.
All right.
Could have been a flag.
Yeah, I was worried about that.
There could have been a flag. There may have been illegal motion on the Lancer offense. It did not get called. But, boy, I tell you, he puts a little bit more air under that ball, throws it more like a rainbow and less like a line drive, and gives him a chance to run under it. We're looking at a 21-7 game right now.
Exactly. All right, be 2nd and 10 call for the Lancers. Again, on their own 47-yard line. 2 receivers far side. Christian Turner in motion out for jet sweep. Christian has the ball. Running far side. He turns the corner, and he'll cross midfield. They're going to mark it at the 49-yard line.
And we're going to be looking at 3rd and 7.
Yeah, good play.
3rd and 8.
Good play call here.
From the 50-yard line. So I tell you, this is a big change of possession right here. But 3rd and 6. All right, here we go. 3rd and 6 from midfield, left hash mark. This is when offensive coordinators make their money right now.
Tight end Jake Junker enters the ball game for the Lancers. Ben Brabender, receiver near side. Ben Brabender, tall receiver for the Lancers. Far side, Josh Geving. Jeremy Larkin in the backfield with Nick. And also Jarrell White. Jarrell White's the up back. Jake Junker in motion. Nick Watson looking for the ball. He's got it. Looking for a receiver. Throws to Jeremy, the near side flat. Jeremy has it. Crosses the 45 at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Jeremy dodging. Can he score this one? 5. Touchdown. Jeremy Larkin. Lancers roll deep.
Just a quick swing pass. Something you see in Manton. Not a complicated play. They ran all the receivers on long routes. They slipped the running back out to the flat, and they gave Jeremy an opportunity to break a tackle and to get the first down. We broke more than one. He broke 2. Got it in the open field, and that kid, more often than not, is going to make something happen when he's in the open field.
And UC's going to love that kid. All I got to say. They're going to love that kid. Jeremy told me he's hoping to play special teams for the Bearcats next year, and then maybe eventually, of course, work into the running back rotation. He ought to play running back for him next year, huh? Extra point attempt from Drew Chrisman is good. That will make that score 21-7 with 8:50 left in the first half here. Cloverleaf Pub at 3269 North Bend Road, a sponsor of LaSalle Sports. Open until 2:30 a.m. 7 days weekly. They feature DJ entertainment on the weekends and special events throughout the year. Cloverleaf Pub, 513-834-7090. That card is getting so worn out. Joe Strecker had to handwrite the phone number for me again. I appreciate that, Joe. Yeah, Joe Strecker said he saw the replay from Waycross there, and Jeremy broke like 5 tackles there on that run after that catch.
And if I'm the opposing coach, I'm checking his uniform for olive oil. That kid is just, he runs through everything.
Yeah, and all year long, his whole career at LaSalle. He's got, 2 touchdowns tonight so far? So he's got 87 now in his career. All right, Drew Chrisman to kick off from the near side hash mark. Near side hash mark at the 40-yard line. Devontae Lyles back for the Lima Senior Spartans. Now's the time of the game you start looking for body language. You know,
it's when you look for them to just abandon their run game, too, and start airing it out.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You've got 2 or 3 other special players playing both ways. We'll see if they can endure. There's the kickoff from Drew. Nice deep kickoff, Drew. And Lyles
touched
it, and it hit the end zone. It'll be an automatic touchback at the 20-yard line.
Give a little love to the grunts up front, JC. Let's talk about Nate Pierce. Let's talk about Vince Abney, Luke Durger, Thayer Munford, and Chase Bockerman. The 5 guys who are making it possible for Jeremy Larkin and Jarrell White and Christian Turner and Nick Watson and Josh Geving. All the guys that touch the ball, they get all the glory. The guys up front, they're the ones that make it happen, JC.
That's right. Talk to Jeremy Larkin about that. He'll tell you every time you talk to the kid, say congratulations. The first thing he says is, it's the grunts.
It's the O-line.
It's the O-line. All right, Lima to start on their 20, as we said. 2 receivers near side, and we have 2 far side for quarterback Gordon. He's got Jaden Walker alongside his in the backfield with him. Walker has the ball. Nice handoff. Nice run. He'll cross the 25. The ref's going to mark it right there on the 25-yard marker.
And Jaden Walker, boy, he's got 26 touchdowns on the year.
26 big ones.
Unbelievable. 1,643 yards.
Only a junior, too.
Only a junior. Averages 145, 146 a game. Great running back.
2 receivers near side, 1 far side, 8:22 and counting. First half, Lancers up 21-7. Handoff to Walker running far side. They've been running last 2 plays. Jarrell White carousing short of the 30-yard line. They're going to mark that one at about the 28, apparently.
Boy, he runs hard, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He really does. He's a big, I want to say he's probably 6 foot, 175 pounds, something like that in the program. But he's a load to take down. He's a physical running back.
All right, 3rd and 3. Steve LeCount, the human cheering block, telling the Lancers faithful to make some noise. 3rd and 3 call. Gordon passes the ball behind the back that time. It was a crossing pattern attempt behind the back of his intended receiver, and that was Devontae Lyles, I believe.
And it's 4th down. I don't see a punter coming out.
Are they going to go for it again?
I don't see a punter coming out.
Tell you what, Coach Mike Fell is a gambler.
Riverboat gambler.
Here we go again on their own 27, 4th and 3. They did this earlier, and they made the 4th down. So they're doing this again. Quarterback Gordon has a ball looking near side, fakes near side. He's going to fake it long again. And Reuben Flowers is wide open, and he has the ball. Again, they pulled it off. And he's inside the 25-yard line.
Unbelievable. When it's 4th and 3, there's one guy that you have to defend. It's
Ruben
number
Flowers.
11. They're going to get the ball to him, guys.
That was
Great
Taylor
looking
Richardson
play.
on coverage. That was almost like a cover 2, it looked like.
It's a great play. Pump fake, it kind of made our DB bite a little bit. No pressure on the quarterback. Just
On the
a
25, they're right at it. Gordon, rolling far side, throws the ball at the ankles of the intended receiver that time.
And give some credit to Lima. That's a great-looking play. Good play call. They got it to their athlete. They got it in space. Kid went up and caught it. We're lucky he got tackled where he did. It's a bend. So far, we've bent a little bit. Let's try not to break and try to keep him out of the end zone here, fellas.
If I'm Coach Hilver, next time they go for it on 4th down, Jeremy Larkin's my cornerback.
Or you're mugging him at the line of scrimmage, one or two.
Big time. All right, 7:31 left. Lancers up 21-7. Lima threatening to be inside the Lancer red zone. They're at the 25 right now on a 2nd and 10 call. Quarterback Gordon hands off to Jaden Walker. Walker gets 3 or 4 yards. He'll be tackled. The ref's going to mark it at about the 22-yard line.
All right, here we go. We're looking at 3rd and 7 again. 3rd and 7. This is 2-play territory for sure.
All right.
I wouldn't necessarily look for them to try to get a first down. Shoot.
And Flowers is near side. But he's looking, he throws it up high in the air again in the end zone. And LaSalle almost intercepted that time. I believe that was Trayshawn in coverage over there.
Trayshawn Smith and KT Mathis both over there. And, boy, there's a lot of bumping all the way down the field. Offense and defense.
Now, there you go. Jeremy Larkin going as a defensive back now. There we go. That's what I said. Jeremy Larkin in as a DB. There's going to be a cover 2 on Ruben Flowers. Cover 2 on Ruben Flowers. And now Lima sees it, and they call a timeout. That Kings Turpin score is getting close, Martin. Kings up now 14-13.
Wow.
That's a game. That's a game.
And notice the adjustment when on this 4th down, they had Brandon DeMeek right on the line of scrimmage. He had his hands almost in Ruben Flowers' chest, right from where the ball was going to be snapped. And 10 yards behind him stood Jeremy Larkin. So they were definitely trying to keep them from letting them get the ball to number 11 again. We're going to be looking at 21-7 game, 7 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. And I tell you, the winner of this game obviously moves on to the regional finals against the winner of Kings and Turpin. Next Friday night, that game's going to be somewhere.
All right, this will be a 4th and 7 call. 4th and 7 for Lima. LaSalle's 22. Gordon throwing it high in the air again, in the end zone. Ruben Flowers, did he catch the ball?
Did not.
Referee says no, out of bounds. Out of bounds.
Fantastic coverage by Brandon DeMeek. Ruben Flowers is just a stud, and he had an opportunity to come down with that catch. It got knocked out of his hands. His hands were on it, but Brandon DeMeek got his hands in there on top of it and knocked it loose. Great play, great coverage.
Again,
we knew where the ball was going. They're not hiding anything.
Right. They're not hiding a darn thing. Nothing fancy, just high arcing passes because he's got receivers taller than the Bengals receivers, and they just jump, and they out-jump the defensive backs. That's pretty much their game plan.
Yeah, and frankly, we're lucky on that 4th and 5, that long pass.
Yeah.
He got tackled where he did, or else he would have scored.
Right. All right, LaSalle with the ball on the turnover on their own 22-yard line. They're up 21-7, 6:57 left in the first half. Jeremy's going to get the handoff. He's got some openings. He'll get beyond the linebackers. He'll be tackled at 35 for a first down, LaSalle.
JC, let's watch that replay. I'm pretty sure that Jeremy was lined up at quarterback there and took it direct snap.
In the Wildcat?
Wildcat action. They had Nick in the backfield.
Yeah, he was.
Nick was lined up at wide receiver.
There you go. Jeremy Larkin, and he's still there. Jeremy Larkin in Wildcat. 3 receivers near side.
I don't think we're throwing it, JC.
I don't think we are either. First and 10 call. Jeremy runs far side after getting the snap. And there's a flag comes in at the very end of the play as he crosses the 40-yard line.
We may see a holding call. I'm not sure. Let's check it out. Yep, it's holding.
That's going to come back. All right.
Again, boy, we had 4 penalties at first possession. We got another one here. Penalties are going to kill you. They're going to drive you nuts as a coach. We got to cut that out.
Hi to my friend Mike Michaels. I work with Mike. He's listening on Class X, I guess on the website. Yeah, Mike, this is what I live for, buddy. Right here.
High school rules, it's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the hold, so we're going to be looking at 1st and 14. So that hold must have happened 6 yards past the line of scrimmage.
All right, Nick Watson at a wide receiver position now, as Martin said. And with Jeremy Larkin in Wildcat, 3 receivers near side, 1 far side for quarterback Jeremy Larkin. He's got the snap. Fakes a handoff. Jeremy keeps the ball running near side, finding some openings, and Jeremy crosses the 45 and will be tackled. The ref's going to mark it right there at midfield at the 50-yard line. First down, Lancers.
First down. And, you know, Jeremy, you get the feeling that he doesn't mind the penalties. It just gives him an opportunity to rush for more yards.
They're staying with this now.
To carry. Yeah, here we go.
Nick Watson, far side receiver. Jeremy and the quarterback. Looks like it's Jarrell White back there with him. I bet he hands off this time. Watch this. 1st and 10 play in the 50-yard line. Jeremy asks for the ball. Lima showing blitz. He does hand off this time to Jarrell White, and Jarrell's going to get snuffed for a loss there.
He should have kept it. It's that read option.
Yeah.
And I tell you, there's no way Jarrell had an opportunity.
Jarrell says, thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Oh, man.
Jarrell said, hey, those guys that are unblocked, they were right in front of me.
That's comparable to my job, which is the car business, where one of my colleagues at work would say, hey, go get that customer, after finding out the customer isn't going to buy till next year. That's just what happened to Jarrell White right there. All right, 2nd and 13 play for the Lancers.
Nick back at quarterback.
Nick's back at quarterback. There he is. And Jeremy's in motion. Nick fakes a handoff to Jeremy. Nick's going to throw deep near side. Oh, look at this. Ben Freebender wide open at the 5. Touchdown. Ben Freebender. Lancers roll deep.
Wide open. And that decoy, number 28, being the human decoy. You know, his nickname, he sometimes goes by the human joystick. I don't know who gave him that nickname. I don't like it. But anyway,
I don't want
when they ran that fake jet sweep, he had every eyeball on defense.
What did I say the margin of victory would be?
You said 17.
I said 17. I'm a little off right now. It's 20.
It's early, JC.
I know, I know, but still, I'm excited. I'm proud of myself, at least for right now. I am.
This Lima team is 9-2. They're no slouch. They were down by a lot in a couple games this year and came back. So let's just watch out.
Here comes their electric. It'll be their bomb squad when their offense takes the field again. The extra point's good from Drew Chrisman, making the score now. LaSalle 28, Lima Senior 7, 5:28 left in the first quarter. Tri-State Wholesale is a supporter of LaSalle. They manufacture Earthwise windows and doors, located at 1550 Central Avenue. Open 7:30 till 4:30 Monday through Friday, Saturdays 8 till 12. Phone number 513-381-1231. On the web at tristatewholesale.com. Martin Isola, you commented to me during the week as we were preparing that you saw these folks on tape, the Lima Senior Spartans, and you didn't think defensively they had the ability of staying with LaSalle.
I didn't think that they'd be able to slow us down very much, and I thought if it's going to be a close game, that their wide receivers are going to have to come up big. And I tell you, they got up on us early. It was 7-0 just a minute ago, JC.
I know.
I mean, we've got 28 unanswered right now, but we've seen this Lima offense. They've got big playability like nobody's business.
Yeah.
All right. They've got guys that are absolute athletes all over the edges, in the backfield, lined up all over the place at wide receiver. They spread it out to everyone, and they got a Division I wide receiver. Well, Reuben Flowers III, who I'm telling you can be absolutely undefensible at times. So let's not by any means think that this game is a wash.
Well, I'll tell you what, if Lancers can find a way to shut down these long bombs from quarterback Gordon, thanks, Joe, from quarterback Gordon, it'll be a running clock. That's my prediction. I'm going to check messages here. All right, kickoff from Drew Chrisman. Lyles has it at his 7, 10, 15. He'll be running far side, spinning, and he will not make the 20-yard line. He'll be down. Ref's going to mark it about the 17. Let me do a couple of shout-outs here if I can. Brother-in-law John Schwartz. You're right, John. John says, sounds like the D is making adjustments. Keep them rolling. Yep, we will. And my buddy Mike Michaels, I talked about Mike. I worked with Mike. He's listening. Appreciate that. Let's see who else we have. Anybody else on here? Denny Obert sitting with his South Carolina boys in Baton Rouge listening to us. Thank you, Denny. That's kind of cool. All right, Martin, what do you think here, buddy? Nothing but aerial attack or what?
They got a great running back too, JC. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna put him to bed yet.
Lima Senior quarterback Gordon. It's a reverse. A double reverse. A trip now. It's a pass in the backfield. See all these trick plays to the receiver going deep. LaSalle's got position on him, and he was pushed off.
Yeah,
Come on, ref. There's the flag.
He called
He pushed him in the back. There's the flag.
You're going to see offensive pass interference. I tell you, I'm impressed that our defensive backs actually stayed in coverage.
Yeah.
They did. Hold on. Let's watch this replay. Okay, we're looking at reverse number 1.
There's reverse 1.
Reverse number 2.
That's right.
Backwards pass.
There's a backwards pass, like a lateral, and then a long pass down the field. And he underthrew his receiver. Coach Mike Fell, it doesn't matter where he's at on the field.
I love it.
We saw this on tape. He will pull trick plays out of his pocket and watch for the hook and ladder coming up there soon.
I love it.
He likes doing that.
Man. Hey,
he makes it exciting, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kids love running plays like that. I mean, that's what high school sports is about, man.
By the way,
let's have some fun.
Did the ref, couldn't he pull the flag out? It was like delayed on pulling that flag out. All right, Lima Senior back to their 9-yard line. 1st and 20 play. 3 receivers near side, 1 far side. Gordon slaps his hands. He's got Walker in the backfield, hands off to Walker. They're trying to get some running room. Walker will be tackled about the 10-yard line.
Give me a number, JC. Who made that shoestring tackle? Was that Nick Veit?
That's 32. That's Nick Veit.
Oh, that's
Kyle Fardwick. We're watching replay right now.
I'm gonna miss seeing number 33.
That is
year.
Kyle Fardwick. Yep. Good job, Kyle. I love replay. We need to have replay. Can we talk Waycross into doing all of our games?
Yeah.
3 receivers near side and 1 far side. 4:37 left in the first half. Lancers up 28-7. Quarterback Gordon passes in a flat.
Gosh.
That was almost a backward pass, and 2 Lancers. One got him high, one got him low.
We got cut in half.
That was Jarrell White got him down low. And was that Tyler Richardson get him high? Yeah, it was Tyler.
Great concentration by Ruben Flowers to even make this catch. It gets deflected at the line of scrimmage.
What do you do here if you're Coach Mike Fell? You're 3rd and about 20.
3rd in your Upper Creek.
On your own 9-yard line. As Joe Strecker says in our ear, they've only got one play that works. It's the long bomb. That's it. Quarterback Gordon. He's looking to throw the bomb, too. There's those high arcing passes, the far sideline. And it'll be just over the head of the receiver wearing those pretty orange shoes. Who was that guy? Which one?
Sam Hildebrand in coverage.
Was that Rico Stafford?
I think it was Ruben.
No, I think it's Rico.
Was it Rico Stafford? All right,
Rico
I'm sorry.
Stafford.
It wasn't the 6'5 receiver. It was a 6'7 receiver.
It's unbelievable.
Great coverage on the play by Sam Hildebrand. It's great seeing him on the field again.
Is Mike Fell getting soft? He's going to punt right here. What's that all about? It's 4th and 20. He needs to go for it. He's been going for it all day long. What's making him get soft now? It's unbelievable.
It's a good feeling when your punt returner is standing on your own side of the ball right now. He's standing on his own 45.
I mean, look at this. Is that Jeremy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy's on the Lima Senior 45-yard line. There's plenty of time to score another touchdown in this first half yet. This may be a running clock. All right, the kicker's in the end zone. The punter's in the end zone. Watch him fake it. Would he do that?
No.
There's the kick. Boy. And it's going to be a far side, way far away from Jeremy. The ball's going to roll. It'll be downed at the Lima 41-yard line. Excellent field position for the Lancers.
They're not going to kick to him. Here we go. Yeah, they had a really nice block.
Yeah, poor Ant-Man. He got blown up.
One of our defenders.
He got blown up.
One of the Lancers came off the edge for the pump block, and, boy, one of their upbacks.
Yeah.
For Lima, really had a nice physical block against him.
Poor Ant-Man. I hope he's okay. All right, 21-13, Kings over Turpin. Barrett Cohen's smile just got broader. All right, Lancers starting right now. Nick in shotgun, Jeremy in motion. He fakes a handoff to Jeremy. Nick keeps it. Nick's running wide and wide open. Nick down to the 20-yard line and shoved out of bounds by a Lima defender. That'll be first down Lancers.
15, 17 yards on first down. I'm telling you, that jet sweep has been money all game long. They just fake it, and every eyeball on defense is following number 28. It opens up the other side for Nick Watson, who takes it down for a first down. Are we in the red zone, JC?
I believe so.
Really close. We're on the 20, I believe.
The 20, yep. 20-yard line. 3:34 left in the first half play. Lancers up 28-7. And Nick this time does hand off to Christian Turner. Christian tries to cross the 20. He gets pushed back from some Lima defenders that time. Ref will mark it at the 19-yard line.
Shout out to Greg Tankersley. Tank listening from Berea, Kentucky.
What is he doing in Berea?
He's getting ready. Opening days tomorrow, deer season.
Oh, that's right.
We're in Ohio, man. That's what people do in Ohio. They deer hunt.
I like Greg.
Tank.
All right, 2nd and 8 call now. Nick throws far side. Josh is open. Josh, nice play, Josh. Josh gets in the end zone for a Lancer touchdown. Lancers roll deep.
That kid has been lifting weights and running sprints for 4 years for that opportunity right there. Great job, Josh Gebbing. Way to run through that tackle. Show these boys how much work you've been putting in a weight room. Ran through a tackle. Touchdown, Lancers. Fireman for downfield blocking.
I was telling his mom and dad at our tailgate. Remember, he scored last week, but it was called back?
Yeah.
Okay. I said, I hope Josh gets his TD tonight. And Julie Gebbing says, I don't care, JC. I hope that too, but I just pray to God that we get a W tonight. She's a nice lady. Isn't she nice? All right, 34-7 Lancers with the extra point from Drew. It'll be 35-7. You know, Lima senior players did a lot of dancing this week on video on Twitter. I wonder if they feel like dancing right now.
Boy, I tell you, I'm not sure if I saw a 35-7 halftime score. And there's still 3 minutes to go before halftime. We've seen lots of points get thrown up in a 3-minute span by both of these teams all season long.
Right.
I don't think the end zone parade has been called off yet. They're going to be dancing some more later this game.
All right, coming up at halftime, the La Rosa's halftime report. Barrett Cohen will be back here in the press box, and he'll go over some stats with you and get you set for second half action here tonight.
And JC, let's pull out a quick stat that I think a lot of our faithful fans are going to like. Going into this game, number 28, Jeremy Larkin is 397 yards shy of being the all-time leading rusher in GCL history behind Bradley Gladhar. He may have chopped that 397 in half right here in this first half here. He's got a lot of yards on the ground. And let's think about this. Add up all his return yards and receiving yards and combine that with his rushing yards, and he blows that stat completely out of the water.
Yeah. You know, Martin, this is the 7th playoff game we've seen these Lancers since last year. There wasn't a close game yet, was there? For a little bit of the time against Olentangy last year, remember that? It was close in the first half. But for the most part, Lancers have had their way in these Division II playoffs. The ball bounces in the kickoff. Lima Senior picks it up at their 15 and out of bounds. Whoa, easy guys, easy guys. Out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. Yeah, we go back to Glen Estee last year and Harrison, Mount Healthy, and they are all heralded teams. Remember that?
Sure.
And then here comes this Olentangy team. And it was close for a while in the first half. We were nervous. At least I was. I'm always nervous, Mark. You never are.
You are always
Jeez, you never are.
They keep you playing.
You would think I got $1 million on this game or something.
I know, right?
Man. All right, Lima Senior will start their 20-yard line. First and 10, 2:55 to go in the first half. LaSalle up big, 35-7 right now. Bidding to make it a running clock in the second half. All right, Darius Gordon. 2 backs in the backfield with him now. And he does a handoff, a little cross-buck play from the grade school days. Oh, and the back loses the ball on the attempted run. And it looks like, LaSalle's got the fumble. LaSalle recovers the fumble.
I see Trayshawn really celebrating heavy. I think maybe he came up with it. Let's watch a replay. You're going to see the 2 guards, the guard and the tackle on the left side, both pull. I'm telling you, when you see the guards pull that way, when you see the guard and tackle pull to the right, follow them. That's where the ball's going to be, right? They showed misdirection coming the other way. But when you see those linemen pulling, that's where the ball's going to be every time. Our defenders read it perfectly, had 3 guys right there at the point of attack, stripped the ball, recovered it. We're setting up on the 10-yard line now, first and goal. Coffin nail time.
If the Lancers push this ball in now for another score, this is going to start the second half with a running clock. All right, there's a late Christian Turner into the game late here. All right, Nick Watson fakes a handoff. Nick keeps the ball, runs far side, and Nick Watson in the end zone. Lancers roll deep.
Same play they ran in overtime against Moeller for the winning touchdown. Who called that? Joe Strecker?
He did.
Thank you for that, sir, but you're absolutely right. Same exact play. They're going to fake that sweep going one. Look at every eyeball. When you see the replay, you're going to see defenders staring down number 28, and Nick Watson keeps it to the left. Boom, touchdown.
You know, there's so many Lancers on the scoreboard, Martin, I can't keep it straight right now. It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
Have I said Lancers roll deep 6 times now, right? I said I want to do it 7 times. All right, there's Drew Chrisman. Extra point is good. LaSalle now up 42-7. We've got 2:39 still left in the first quarter here. Lima have been averaging about, 43 a game? Hang on here. Something's going on here. Referee looking at LaSalle coaches. Don't know. Can't make this one out here yet. And the extra point's not on the board yet. It was offside Lima, and that's declined. It'll be good. 42-7 Lancers. So quick LaSalle math. 7 times 6. I've said Lancers roll deep 6 times. I said 7 times, and I'd be happy. Okay, that's 6 right there. Now they're going to try actually the extra point again. All right. Nick the hole. They were offsides again.
I think we moved that time.
No, it was Lima. I saw it.
Want to bet?
They had two. They had 2 rushers trying to crash the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I'm wondering if
Let's see here.
Our linemen may have moved when.
Yep, we did. You're right. Good call, Mark.
Well,
Good
the
call.
linebackers definitely were showing blitz, and they were coming towards the line, but they hadn't crossed it. On our offensive lineman, jumped the gun a little. He's in self-protection mode.
Should be a problem for Drew Chrisman with his leg. He's going to try now from the 15-yard line with the hold of Nick Watson.
Let's go, Drew, man. The Ohio State-bound Drew Chrisman.
Oh, yeah. And what, the All-American Bowl, too?
Yeah, the can kick.
There it is. Is that good? Ref says good.
And let's not forget, he's a punter. He's never kicked before this year.
That's right. Lancers officially up 42-7. I feel so sorry for him in practice. He's like any other kicker in America that's playing football. During practice, they're the loneliest guys out there.
Yeah, I know, right? He and Nick Veit have grown a really close bond because they spend so much time kicking and punting together through the years.
Glad to see Nick back on the field. He's been out there for a lot for the defense here.
He's a second-generation Lancer. His dad, Dan Veit, graduated in '85, played football for Ray Heidorn back in the day, and was a really good football player in his own right.
Well, all you guys are young guys, I'll tell you. Man, must be nice to graduate in '85. Man. Sheesh. I wouldn't have half the pains I have if I graduated in '85. Man, oh, man. Drew getting set to kick off from the 40. There's still 2:39 left in this first half. Lancers are up 42-7. If it stays that, the second half will start with a running clock. And then we'll end this game relatively quickly. All right. Will we see more reserves, Martin?
Yes.
Or will Jimmy Hilvert keep his foot on the gas?
Nah, I say maybe they come out in the second half, maybe one possession with their first, and then they start subbing pretty liberally at that point. That's what I would guess.
That's about the only liberal thing in Cincinnati. All right. Drew Chrisman on the 40, kicks it. Nice line drive kick. Lyles has it at his 5, his 10, his 15, his 20. He's a good-looking runner, isn't he?
Boy, he's got skills. Yeah,
referee's going to mark it there to 23-yard line, looks like.
Yeah, that kid's dangerous in open field.
Somebody in front of us threw a hat up in the air during that play. I thought it was a flag.
Somebody got so excited they threw their hat.
Yeah, they threw their hat up as a beanie. Woo! I thought it was a flag. Yeah, you catch things at the corners of your eyes, you know. All right. You're Lima Senior. What do you do here? You're down 42-7.
You start chucking it, man. You start throwing it all over the field.
Here comes the aerial show. All right, they got 3 receivers, all tall guys here, near side. 1 receiver far side for Gordon at quarterback. He's got the ball. All right, he's going to try to pass, and then he kind of pitches the ball out before he goes down, and nice attempt there.
Lucky it wasn't picked, man. That's dangerous right there. You don't want your quarterback throwing the ball up in the air while he's getting tackled because he can't see where the defenders are when he's going down like that. So, boy, that's dangerous right there.
Somebody on Twitter wants to know, when will the tape delay air on Waycross? I believe tomorrow night about 8 or 8:30. And then Monday morning, and then Wednesday night.
Set your DVRs, folks.
Yep. Mindset.
Awesome.
That's how you learn, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly. That way my dog will think that I'm there at home with him.
Oh, it's going to confuse Baxter, isn't it?
It'll kill him. All right, Gordon, back to pass. Jarrell White almost, there's a long, deep pass again. And no good. Number 11 on number 11. That was Reuben Flowers. And who is our buddy there?
Trayshawn Smith, man, the junior.
Good positioning, Trayshawn had.
Great coverage.
Yeah.
He is basically being given the task to cover Reuben Flowers, and he's doing a great job. At least he did on that possession.
Yeah.
That's tough to do, though. Boy, how tall is Trayshawn? I believe he goes. I'm going to check what the program says that he's 6'4".
Trayshawn
175.
I got Trayshawn Smith. Look at this roster we have, Martin. Trayshawn Smith at 5'4".
That's not it. That's not it.
Another play from Lima Senior. They get nowhere with that play. Linebacker of the year in the GCL, Hayden Chester. Gosh, that kid is just cut, isn't he? And he's jumping up and down. All right, this is going to be a 4th and forever call for Lima Senior. 4th and just about 17 or 18, huh? 4th and 17 on the 22-yard line. There's been a timeout called as well, too. Joe Strecker says something, and I kind of agree with Joe. You know, early MVP votes may go to Trayshawn Smith
for
great
down
defensive coverage.
Plays, yeah.
Huh?
Hey, Brandon had that play in the end zone, too. Demeke
had it. Demeke Brandon, yeah.
The Lancer DBs. I always say Brandon Demeke. The kid's got a first name for a last name. It's Demeke Brandon.
Yeah, Demeke Brandon.
I apologize to Demeke's family. It's confusing because his last name is Brandon, and I always call him Brandon Demeke. But it's Demeke Brandon. He's a great kid. Connie Seho corrected me on that once as well.
Got a message for you after this play. There's a flag now as Lima Senior lines up the punt, and it's illegal procedure against Lima. That's going to push them back some more. Can we call it mercy right now and everybody just go home? No. Ray Dauth listening from Cape Coral. He's a good friend of ours. Joe Strecker keeps tempting me to say things in my ear, and I'm not going to. Joe's Ray Dauth is listening with friends from New Orleans who are very impressed with the Lancers. Ray said his friend is a graduate from LaSalle Christian Brothers School in New Orleans, and they're also known as the Cavaliers down there. Maybe that's a future game. Lancers and Cavaliers.
I love it.
Yeah. My dad was a Cavalier when he went to Purcell years ago. I guess back in the day before they used helmets. All right, 2:06 left in the first half. They're going to punt deep from their own end zone. Jeremy at the 40-yard line of Lima. They get the kick away. Jeremy's going to try to run and go get it, but it's going to go out of bounds. And, it's going to go out of bounds.
Great field position again.
Probably inside the 40. Oh, geez, look at that. At about the 35-yard line.
Short field.
Yeah, here we go again.
We got to see some subs.
It's already a 35-point Lancer victory right now. If this game ended, Lancers lead by 35, 42-7, and they've got 2 minutes to get the ball in there again. And we're looking at the guys going on the field. Martin, there's no subs. There's Nick Watson out there with Josh Wiley at wide receiver. Josh Gebbing at wide receiver. Jeremy Larkin still in the ball game.
Probably too early to start substituting.
He's in the slot. Christian's got different shoes on. He must have got mad about those George Washington shoes comment. All right, Nick. It's just an illegal motion again.
Jeremy was moving toward.
It looks like Jeremy turned upfield too quick. He was in motion. We'll see it here on replay from Waycross.
I think that's the 4th time they've called that, and I think every time but one it was warranted. One time looked really, really a little over-officious, but that was obvious. He was definitely moving towards the line of scrimmage, and you're allowed to do that in Canadian football, but not in American football. You got to go parallel to the line. Don't you know that by now?
Again, how about Bockerman, Wessler, Pierce, Durger, and Munford? Those grunts doing a great job. Handoff, Jeremy Larkin running near side at the 40. Jeremy kind of stymied there for a bit. Boy, I'll tell you what, there was like 12 Lima Senior players that tried to tackle him before he got down to the 30-yard line. Unbelievable. All right, clock stays ticking. We're at 1:42 and counting first half. Lancers again up 42-7. 2 receivers near side. Jeremy's in the slot near side. 2 receivers far side. Now Jeremy's in motion for a jet sweep. Nick fakes the jet sweep. Nick keeps it, and he'll be tackled before he gets to the 30-yard line.
Maybe tackle for a bit of a loss even.
All right, Lancers going at it again here, right to the line here. Timeout. Oh, now they're going to call a timeout. All right, Martin, with this timeout, assuming the score stays the way it is, and assuming Kings, who's leading Turpin, stays the way that is, What do we know about Kings, if anything? I know they played Loveland. That's their big rivalry game every year.
I tell you, they're 10-1 going into this game.
All right, so help me guess, you're a big guy. Where would that game be played?
They try to make it a neutral site, right? And they want to kind of split it evenly.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised to see it maybe played at Coleraine or Mason. You know, I mean, what's
Colerane's not fair. It's too close to us.
That's true.
You know?
Mason's probably too close to them.
How about Princeton?
That would be a great venue.
Here you go. Huh? How about
venue.
Princeton?
Great idea.
Yeah. A nice press box there, too.
Now, again, I don't think the OHSAA can just pick where they want the game to be.
Correct.
High schools have to throw their name into the hat and say, we want to be considered.
Right.
So, I don't know if Princeton is
probably Lakota, huh?
Yeah, I'd do that.
Yeah. All right, Lancers getting set here for their next play. 3rd and 7 call, 1:21 left. Boy, those beans are starting to work on me now. Here we go. Nick Watson back to pass near side to Jeremy. Has it. Oh, at the 20. Look at him dodging. He's going to score. No, he's knocked out of bounds. At the 2-yard line, it's just amazing. As Martin says, he always breaks ankles, doesn't he?
He really just made a couple guys they were standing still.
Yeah.
Caught the pass in the flat in the open field, and there were 2 defenders right there to make the tackle.
He runs at a different speed, Martin, you know?
Yeah.
He's always on fast speed.
Yeah, guys are reaching it there.
All right, Lancers have the ball on the 3-yard line, 1:11 left. They're going to put 3 receivers far side. Christian's out there, Josh and Ben, and Jeremy in the backfield with Nick. Josh Gebbings near side. Nick has the ball. Handoff to Jeremy Larkin, and they're going to get him down before he hits the end zone.
Close.
And our phones are going off. What's going on? Somebody check that news in Paris. Make sure that we're up to date on that here for halftime with Barrett. Chris Dooley says maybe Nippert Stadium.
That would be awesome.
Well, wouldn't that be something else? Okay. Yeah,
the
Chris
new
Dooley said
Nippert is unreal. If you haven't been down to see
here we go.
Play.
All right, on the 1-yard line, 45 seconds left. Will the Lancers push it in one more time? 3 receivers near, 1 far. Jeremy with Nick. Nick gives to Jeremy. Jeremy Larkin walks in the end zone. Lancers roll deep.
No, it's number 7. Didn't you want 7, JC?
That's a 7. I wanted to say 7 times. Lancers roll deep, and we did it by halftime.
I didn't think you'd get it at halftime.
Wow, 48-7 Lancers now. Just amazing. Amazing the way they have run a blitzkrieg through this region in Division II from last year and this year so far. Wow. I kind of understand. You know, there's a feeling amongst some public schools, extra points good, by the way. There's a feeling among many public schools that these private schools like LaSalle and X and Elder have a little advantage. And they've got some kind of an issue, Martin Isley at OHSAA, where they may vote on something coming up soon. And if it approves the way I read it, if I'm reading it correctly, it's going to force all the privates to move up one division if they can.
Really?
If they can.
That's a new one.
If they're not already there at Division I. So if I read that correctly, and that's correct information, if that comes to fruition, Lancers will be back in Division I.
Which would be awesome. Trust me, I think most of the Lancer Nation wants to be in 1. Due to our enrollment, due to our numbers, we're obviously moved down to 2. You got no control, no power over it. But there's always, year in, year out, there's talk and there's rumors about what's going to happen, It's usually just, the rumors. You can't really believe anything you hear.
No.
I mean, you really can't. Sometimes these rumors don't have any merit whatsoever, so I wouldn't put a whole lot of stock in it.
Exactly. And you know what? Being D2 doesn't bother me one iota. Not one iota.
And if that's where we're supposed to be based on our enrollment, then, that's where we're supposed to be.
That's
correct. We still play the D1 schedule.
That's right.
We're still in the GCL South. Play with the big boys.
Speaking of which, good luck to X and Elder in Division I playoffs. They'll be playing tomorrow. Good luck to our GCL brethren. All right, look at Drew Chrisman. That's the shortest kick he ever kicked in his life. And there's a fumble, and it looks like LaSalle's got the ball.
That kid was trying to call
and now there's a flag. Now there's a flag.
Yeah, the ref on the far side saw it. When the ball was in the air, immediately the kid from Lima was waving his hand up saying fair catch. Okay, moved his hand down to go catch it.
Right.
So our defenders honestly didn't see him do the fair catch signal because he did it so early after the ball was kicked. But this ball is going to stay with Lima. The kid obviously showed the fair catch signal. Our LaSalle Lancer kid hit him while he was trying to catch it. Probably should be a penalty on us. They're going to have it.
Let's, while they're sorting this out, Nick Becker, let's go down to you on the sidelines. What have you heard last several minutes down there, Nick, if anything?
I've been walking around. The defense is really pumped about their play, especially the defensive
They
backs.
ought to be.
Yeah, I agree. They're stellar performance, especially against these tall receivers.
Yeah, hey, and how's that look in your perspective on the field, Nick, how tall those guys are from Lima Senior?
They are huge. I'm a short guy myself. I mean, they're double the size of me, it seems like, and they're doing a heck of a job down there, especially that quarterback. He literally just throws it up into the lights.
That's what he does. Yeah, exactly.
And they just back up and doing a heck of a job.
And they run underneath it. Yeah, they play like center field positions and run underneath it. All right, they're going to sort out this penalty right now. Barrett Cohn will be along with the La Rosa's halftime show. Go over stats and information. Looks like they're waving the penalty off now. Wow. They're waving the penalty off. All right. It should be. Who got the ball, though? Who got the ball?
Lima's
It'll
ball.
be Lima ball. It'll be Lima ball. I almost said Lima bean. It'll be Lima ball at their 35, maybe. Let's see here. Referee's got the ball under his arm. He may be walking off the field. There's 34 seconds left, ref. All right. Okay. It may be a re-kick. Is it a re-kick? All right. Might be a re-kick, I understand. There's a little bit of confusion on the field right now. Yeah, it does look like a Lancer re-kick. There goes Drew Crispin. They're going to kick the ball again. And they're going to mark it at the 40-yard line.
Redo.
Do it over. Reboot.
Ghost man on first.
That's right.
How do you just redo it?
That's right. Just
the refs just say, I really didn't see what happened. Just replay.
I mean, there's no penalty or nothing.
That's all right.
Just a re-kick.
That's re-kick.
You know, boys, we're not sure what happened. So why don't we just pretend like it never happened and let's just kick the ball again, by gosh. No problem. All right. We're inside a very crowded press box here, by the way. There's like 16 radio stations broadcasting this game here. Lima has the kickoff. They're going to run far side. I think that's their running back, too, their normal running back. Oh, there's all kinds of flags in the field now as their runner is thrown out of bounds, not before the 30-yard line.
Yeah, number 19, I believe, Brody Engel down on kickoff coverage, got blocked in the back. Really took a shot. His head looked like got him in the shoulder, sort of, but the kid's head was definitely behind Brody's back.
That's right.
And that was a physical block.
Yeah.
Glad Brody got up all right.
Okay, they're going to sort this one out now. We're still not at halftime yet. 24 and a half seconds left in the first half. Lancers comfortably have this in their back pocket, 49-7. Barrett Cohen's in a box. Now, Barrett, your Kings boys are winning. You've been following that, haven't you? Yeah, I know you want them.
These last two plays.
If everything stays the way it is, will you help me line up an interview with your friend Andy Olds? Huh? I know you will, Barrett, won't you? All right. I heard him on the radio, Coach Olds from Kings. It was a very nice interview with our friends at TriStateFootball.com.
Boy, and you know, what a difference in these last two plays. That first kickoff, the one that didn't count, you know, Lima probably should have had the ball at around the 50-yard line after a penalty was assessed. The refs made them all re-kick. So we re-kick off to them. They get a penalty. Now they got it. We're going to look at really, really bad field position. So that did not work out too well for Lima.
How many times tonight has Drew Crispin punted?
I don't know if he has.
I don't think he has, have he?
He has.
No, not yet. Not yet. The Lancers have basically scored on every time they've had possession except maybe one or twice, maybe twice. What else are we looking at here in a way of messages here in the internet world? All right, Lyman to run a play now. There's a handoff to running back Gord running far side, 25 at the 30. Kid's a great runner. You know why he has a multitude of touchdowns. He's out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
17 seconds out of bounds. Let's see if they try to make something happen.
Get this, my brother-in-law John Schwartz says, my bet is on the football team over the basketball team for highest first-half score.
Oh, absolutely. There's no way. That's a great call.
Yeah, good call.
As prolific as the Lancer basketball team is,
right.
I think those that follow the team know that we win a lot of games scoring less than 30 points. yards.
All right, they're going to be at their 34-yard line. There's a handoff to running back Darius Walker. He's got running room. He crosses midfield, down to the 35, down to the 30-yard line of the Lancers, out of bounds. The clock stops at 9.4 seconds left.
Burst, didn't he?
He
really hit that hole hard and accelerated.
26 touchdowns coming into this ball game. He's not a slouch by any stretch of the imagination.
Not at all.
Good-looking running back. Good-looking running back. All right, Jeremy Larkin coming off the field. He was in that defensive play there. All right, they're going to line up Reuben Flowers, their big receiver, going to Pitt near side, but they do call a timeout here. The ball be placed at the 27-yard line. Does it feel like this first half has taken about 2.5 days to play? It's unbelievable.
Yeah, these last three. But I tell you, if we keep the running clock, I think the second half is going to fly by.
Martin and I thought we would do something along with Joe Strecker and Barrett Cohen, and I forgot to include Nick Becker, and I apologize, Nick. We've decided not to shave until the Lancers either win state or lose a ball game. So, Martin, don't whip out on me. Don't shave.
I got the goatee rolling, but
you and I know you and I deal with the public and stuff. Well, I'm going to do this. What do you call this? The real skinny beard. I'll do that, but I'll shave around my cheeks.
The boy band beard.
That's right. Yeah, sheesh. My buddy at work, Chad, he's got a beard like that. Maybe I'll have a beard like Chad. But I'm not going to shave. I'm not going to shave until the Lancers win state or lose. All right, here goes Lima Senior back to pass. Over the middle, great catch by Reuben Flowers, and there's more flags. He loses the ball. It's a hook and ladder play. We were waiting for that. That's a DeMonte Lyles. He's got the ball. He's dodging all kinds of Lancer receivers. Time is out on the clock right now.
Kid's like a jackrabbit.
Yeah, there was the hook and ladder play. We knew that was coming. All right, who's this flag on? This may be a record for the amount of flags in the first half of play for the Lancers and their opposing team.
Well, if it's against the defense, the half isn't going to end. You cannot end the half on a defensive penalty.
Is that TJ? Hey, TJ, Martin, read this. Here's TJ's message right here. Look at TJ. If they score 100 points, I'll make some flatheads for the team. Fatheads, yeah. Those posters, put on the wall, stick on the wall. Fatheads. I thought he said flatheads. I thought he was talking about an engine.
We're going to have an untimed play.
Well, the Lancers have definitely been on 6 cylinders with EcoBoost tonight. Unbelievable.
Big time.
Unbelievable. We're going to, before we break away for our halftime show with Barrett Cohen from La Rosa's, we're going to get Nick to talk to Coach Hilvert.
We were losing 7-0, JC.
Hey, Nick, I dare you to, when you talk to Hilvert, ask him if he's going to keep his foot on the pedal.
Don't ask him that.
All right, Lancers are going to call timeout now. There's a cat and mouse game going on here. With this timeout, we're going to pause now for station identification on the LaSalle Broadcasting Network and Waycross Community Media and Class X Radio, the new breed of rock. All right, J.C. McCoy and Martin Isley joining you here at this Round 2, Division II, Region 6 game. Lancers up 49-7. If you're watching on Waycross, of course, you can see that on your screen. And there's no time left here in the first half, but it can't end on a penalty. Martin's got something. My machine isn't big enough for J.C. from TJ.
Can't make a fathead that big.
Oh, man. Can't make a fathead that big, huh? Those are nice things, those fatheads.
They're unreal.
Yeah.
I got one for my kid when he was like in the 4th grade.
All right, now watch this trick play here, Martin. They got 3 receivers spaced out big time near side, 1 far side. This is the last play of the first half.
2,
Gordon,
3,
real high arcing pass again. And they catch it in the, he drops it. That's a touchdown.
Touchdown. He caught it.
Uh-oh. Trayshawn Smith says no catch.
The ref in the
Lancer
middle.
coaches are saying no catch. Ref in the ends in the middle. You're saying, Martin, he said that was a touchdown.
One ref held his arms up pretty defiantly and said, he's shaking his head, yes, it was a touchdown. The other one gave no signal.
You know what? I haven't seen. That's a touchdown for Lima Senior.
That's a touchdown.
LaSalle coaches can't believe it. Jimmy Hilvert's yelling at the ref. He says something to the ref, and the ref says something back to Jim Hilvert.
I think when Coach Hilvert sees the tape, it's pretty obvious it was a catch. He caught it. It got stripped out after he'd already had possession and both feet were down. There's no doubt about it. Looks like they're probably going to go for 2 here.
You know what? I haven't seen much of their games this year. Lima Senior. but that's their whole offense, basically.
Absolutely.
It's just those high arcing passes and make the receivers jump up in the air for the ball.
And that was their linebacker, number 38, who caught that, Jalen Thomas.
Yeah. He's 6'3" himself.
So we were triple covering everybody else.
They're going to go for 2, as Martin said. Be the same way. High arcing pass. And the Lima senior receiver actually pushed off that time, but it was no good. That'll be 49-13. We have finally reached halftime. And we're going to keep it right here for Nick Becker. I can't see Nick. There, Jimmy Hilbert. Yeah, Jim Hilbert's just saying something to the ref right now at the 50-yard line, Nick. All right, if you're going to rush down there real quick and get Nick, or get Coach Hilbert. Okay.
We'll see if Nick asks him about that call.
Yeah. Coach.
Earn your money, Nicholas.
Yeah, where you at, Nick? I see Jimmy. I don't see Nick. All right. There they are. Go ahead, Nick.
Because you got 49-13. How you keep it going and keep the guys focused in the second half?
We got to put our foot on the gas pedal. Obviously, hopefully something like that will get our guys highly motivated, put our foot on the gas pedal. We get the ball right off the bat. We need to take it down the field and set the tempo right off the bat. And we can't let that last drive happen. We cannot let a guy, obviously, get a couple good runs. We got to make sure we do a better job of containing him and not get in a situation like that.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, Nick, down the sideline. JC and those guys exit stage right. And we will be back with halftime coverage in the La Rosa's halftime. Show your score here at halftime. The Lancers lead the Spartans 49-13 on the best coverage of high school sports in Cincinnati. It's Lancer Football, Class X Radio, the new breed of rock.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. There's just one place where a team is more than a group of individual agendas. It's a catalyst for demonstrating the potential of the collaborative spirit. There's just one place where players, coaches, and fans experience the exhilaration that happens when an entire community rallies behind the school team. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. In addition, high school sports help young people in Ohio develop the discipline and confidence they need to be leaders in life, even as they unite communities like nothing else. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Classes at LaSalle, too. Exactly.
How cool is that to hear, Bob?
Yeah, he's a Lancer grad. More shout-outs. My buddy Gary Beck, he was in class of 74 with me. He's a big trainer. He's a big wig with the Ford company. Gary said nice comment about 6-cylinder EcoBoost. Lancers.
It's not 8 cylinders anymore.
No, it's 6.
You're hitting on 6-cylinder EcoBoost.
He also says this is going to be an epic score. WLSN is the heart and lungs of LaSalle alumni. Great job, broadcast team. Thank you, Gary, for listening. I just saw him at the store last week. Felicia Thompson's got some terrible news for us. Felicia Thompson, terrible news for us. 153 confirmed dead in Paris per CNN. Thank you, Felicia, for passing along that information.
Prayers out.
153 confirmed dead. The terrorist attack earlier tonight in Paris. Zachary Long says that's what I'm talking about. The Lancer score there, obviously. Robert Walters, say hi to him. I'm JCWLSN on Twitter if you want to say hi. If you know my phone number, just text me. A lot of people know my number. I'll give it. I care less. I'll give it out. But you got to know. If you give me your number, I'm going to call you. I'll call you right back. What does Chris Dooley says? Chris Dooley says he misses us so much. Okay. Martin, do you miss Chris Dooley?
Absolutely, Dooley. Wait, who?
Where's my?
I'm kidding.
Where's my drink? Obviously. All right. Again, Waycross Community Media have tapped into our audio tonight because they're broadcasting the game, but not tonight. It'll be tomorrow night, and if I'm not mistaken, it's at 8:30. But I think it is at 8:30, and then Monday morning about 11 o'clock or so. Then back Wednesday at 8 o'clock. if you want to, check your local listings, if you pick up Waycross on your cable system or whatever, and check it out there, and see these Lancers on the tube there. All the scoring tonight was ridiculous. I mean, Barrett Cohen, it took him forever to read the stats.
Yeah, so we got 4 passing touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns?
I want to ask you about that, Martin. Yeah, Nick Watson's got 4 touchdowns passes. Is he a candidate for Cloverleaf MVP?
Well, let's look at the yardage on each of these 4 touchdown passes as well. 77 yards, 53 yards, 34 yards, and 19 yards. I mean, Let's go over his passing stats just one more time. So he's got
9. He's 7 of 9.
7 of 9 for how many yards?
203.
230.
Yeah, 203 yards.
203.
The Lancers have amassed 433 yards in the first half. Is that amazing? Martin, I'll say this: if they get 1,000 yards in this ball game, let's go talk to Nick Becker there real quick. Go ahead, Nick.
Good deal.
That's good news there.
Yep. No, it's not. Don't see any ice on it. No crutches. Nothing like that, Nick. Fantastic. Good deal. And you know what?
Hang on here.
13. The last thing in the world you want to see is one of your players go down with an injury at this point.
Hang on real quick. I'm not sure of that. The ball's been kicked off to the Lancers. Jarrell White picks it up at about the 13, the 20, 25. Jarrell down about the 26. Folks, we just had Nick Becker, but he wasn't on the air. Nick was trying to talk to us. If you can get Nick Becker on the air, just hang real quick here, Nick. Hang real quick. He's got some important information. That's okay. Joe was getting some food. Okay, is he on the air now? Nick, go ahead and repeat what you told me and Martin off the air there. Go ahead.
Guys, I just saw Luke Durger coming out of the locker room. He is not in pads. He's not going to play this second half. He told me he's completely fine. They just want to rest him for next week.
Very good. All right, Lancers now will start shop here. They're 26-yard line. Nick Watson with 2 receivers near side, 2 far side. The same cast of characters minus Luke Durger, who's being rested. Nick slaps his hands. There's a handoff. Is that Christian? I believe that's Christian. It's too small for Jarrell White. Christian Turner, I believe, will be downed at about that is Christian, it's about 33-yard line. Martin C. changed his shoes. See, that white that was on his shoes last week is gone.
Yeah, he's wearing
I called him George Washington shoes.
What's he wearing now? General Patton's boots?
That could be.
What's he got now?
They're all black shoes. Now, Waycross is showing the wrong shoes there in the replay.
Those are
show number 21 shoes. All right. This will be a second and third call for Nick Watson. 2 receivers far side, 2 near side. Christian in the backfield with Nick. And Nick slaps his hands numerous times. And there's a handoff to Christian again, running up the middle, finding room in between the defensive linemen. He'll cross the 40-yard line. That's a Lancer first down.
And boy, the Lancers, each of the last 2 plays have snapped the ball.
There's his shoes. Look at that. Replay.
That's a good look, Nick.
That's Christian.
That's Christian.
That's Christian. See right there. Watch. See, remember last week they were half black and half white?
Yeah.
Now they're all black shoes and black socks. He almost looks like he has biker boots on, doesn't he? It's unbelievable. All right, Nick Watson with 2 receivers far side, 2 near side. Christian Turner in the backfield with Nick. 10:07 left in third quarter. This is a running clock. Lancers on the 41-yard line. Lima showing blitz. Again, handoff to Christian. Gets by the linebackers, and he'll be tackled at near the 47-yard line.
Nifty footwork in those shoes right there, too. Really made a nice lateral cut about 3 yards into that run. Accelerated, fell forward. We're looking at 2nd and 4. And if you pay attention to the clock behind each of the end zones, there's a play clock. The clock is ticking. It just started. It's a 25-second clock. You're probably going to see them snap the ball under 5 seconds to go on to try to chew as much of this clock as possible. The clock is our friend. Right now we're at 10. We're going to wait until the ball gets to about the 5.
2nd and 4 now, too.
Clap his hands a couple times.
47-yard line. Nick to hand off to Christian. Christian will be trampled in the backfield. He'll lose a lot of yardage there. Tackled at about the 45.
Chewing the clock. Keeping the ball on the ground. Again, a running clock rule, high school rules, up by 30 in the second half. The only time the play clock is going to stop is for a change of possession. Incomplete passes, runs out of bounds.
Or timeout. No, that doesn't stop for out of bounds.
It does not stop. Correct.
Right.
It only stops for timeouts and change of possession.
That's it, yeah. We're down to 8:43. Again, Lancers up 49-13. Looks like a meeting with Kings next week. And a sight to be determined.
Anybody got a King score for us?
Oh, we did. I was the latest one was 35-13.
Wow.
All right, Nick hands off to Christian. He's tackled immediately after the handoff.
That got the Lima fans all fired up.
We're going to see Drew punt. You believe this? We're going to see Drew punt.
Number 66, defensive end Jalen McDonald. Nice play. He's a junior. He'll be back next year. Now this defense for Lima has only got 4 seniors. They've got 7 guys that are underclassmen that'll be back next year.
Ohio State commit Drew Chrisman, and just named this week the All-American Bowl. That'll be shown on TV, I think, in January. Coach Hilbert invited there as well. Drew will kick probably from his 35 once he gets his leg into this. Lima back at their 15. All right, Drew kicks from the 35. That's an end-over-end kick. It will hit and go out of bounds. No, it stays in bounds, actually. LaSalle will down it at about the 24-yard line.
Pretty decent pressure came up the middle for Lima, too. He really had to get that ball off a little quicker than he wanted.
LaSalle thanks Mike and Mark LaRosa for their support of Lancer Athletics. Famous for their pizza, their menu also includes hoagies, calzones, salads, and pasta. Takeouts via mobile apps or phone at 513-347-1111. All right, we're at 7:35. Change of possession, so clock stopped. Lancers up 49-13. Now they roll the clock. Lima will have 3 receivers far side, and 1 will go near side. Quarterback Gordon, and 1 running back behind him. I believe that's Jaden Walker. And he hands off to Jaden, and he's looking for running room. Won't find much going at all there. Maybe a yard? They're going to mark him at about the 25.
You know, and these kids all, obviously, a lot of these seniors, they're thinking, all right, we're playing for pride right now. We're not going to go out like this. We're going to come. We're going to show up. We're going to have a highlight film. We want to be able to make some plays on it right now. Let's see if these seniors for Lima come out to play this half.
Rico Stafford, near side receiver. Gordon's looking his way. He's got it and tackled before he hits the 30-yard line. That was a great, strong tackle there by the Lancers. And that was Demeek Brandon on the tackle.
Rico Stafford, 6'5", 190.
Looks bigger than that.
Demeek, what's he go? Demeek's not a big kid, but boy, is he athletic. He goes 5'9", 45.
5'9", going against what, 6'5"?
And he chopped him down, man.
Yeah.
Nice physical tackle.
3rd and 4, 6:24 and counting. 3rd quarter on their own 30-yard line. Lima looking for the snap. They got it. Going to throw far. Oh, he fakes far side. Now he chucks it high in the air and tells his receiver to run underneath it. Demeek Brandon picks it off. Interception. He's at the 40, at the 45. There was a flag. Hayden Chester. Hayden was hit by number 5 of Lima senior, Darius Gordon, the quarterback. And then Hayden just turned around and clocked him, and he got the flag. And Jimmy Hilbert is in Hayden's face mask there.
Boy, and Brandon.
Watch that. See that
Brandon really just dead sprint.
Who was he throwing that ball to?
Miscommunication. It looked like the receiver and the quarterback were not on the same page. Yeah, the receiver ran a curl route. He kind of turned that route up early. And the receiver and quarterback obviously not on the same page. But Demeek really did a great job making an over-the-shoulder catch on a dead sprint, just like an outfielder. If I'm the baseball coach at LaSalle, I'm looking that kid up. He looked like a center fielder on that play, did he not?
The National Flag Company is the sponsor of LaSalle game broadcast on Class X Radio. They offer flags and flagpoles located at 1819 Freeman Avenue in Cincinnati. On the internet, too, their phone number, 513-721-0285. Yeah, that was...
All right.
Yeah, that was a miscommunication big time from Lima Senior in that play. Lancers will have the ball, by the way, at their own 42. And as Jeff Bossy said at halftime, he wouldn't be surprised to see LaSalle keep the starters in. They're still in. It's a 6:01 left in 3rd quarter play. Going to have Bet Brabender, near side receiver. Josh Gebbing, far side receiver. Nick's going to have Christian Turner in the backfield. We don't see Jarrell White on offense now. I guess no need, right? Okay, they're still trying to sort some things out.
I think you're going to get a heavy dose of Christian Turner on offense.
Yeah.
Offsetting penalties.
All right, big wide receiver Reuben Flowers, he plays both way. It was offsetting personal fouls, by the way. Big running back, or big wide receiver Reuben Flowers, also starting cornerback, and he's still in there both ways for Lima Senior.
Roll the clock.
And the clock goes, 5:54 left in third quarter play, as Nick Watson is getting set to accept this snap. Lancers on their own 42, 1st and 10 play. Starters are still in the game. Although I don't see Jeremy, to be honest about it, or Jarrell White. Handoff, Christian Turner. Like Martin said, if Christian will cross a 45, and they're going to down him about the 47-yard line.
And, you know, you got a junior running back in Christian Turner with a ton of potential, and this is a great opportunity for him to shine, to get some carries in the second half. Because, boy, I tell you, with a lead like this, you're probably not going to see a heavy dose of Jeremy Larkin or Jarrell White. You're going to keep them healthy for next week. The last thing in the world you want to see is a kid get hurt in a game that could be called a blowout by all account.
All right, Lancers on their own 47-yard line. 5:04 left now, third quarter, and a running clock now. Nick Watson watching that clock in the end zone going down and milking it big time, and that must be a delay of game now. Yep. Oh, they moved. LaSalle's offensive line moved, so they'll be penalized 5 yards. All right, so be back to the 42, mark it 42, 43. About 43-yard line. Melton, then make it 42 officially. 42 for the Lancers. Josh Geving, far side receiver. Ben Brabender, near side. Jake Junker in there, tight end. In the backfield, Christian Turner. Martin, I'm trying to see who is the up back in the backfield. Who is the up back?
See that? Jared Duran.
Is that Jared Duran?
I believe it is.
Nick with the ball. Another handoff. Christian Turner finding daylight up the middle. Christian's fighting for that first down. He's got it. Christian knocked down to about the 45-yard line. Nice, powerful run from Christian Turner.
Boy, we saw a great block by number 58, Vince Abney, really blocking through the whistle. All these guys are fighting for every yard and every block they can get, playing for pride right now. I love it. I absolutely love the attitude. These guys are still playing extremely hard.
You know what? That is Jared Duran. You're right, at the up back position right there.
Another fantastic rush.
That's right. All right, Lancers now on the Lima 45-yard line. 3:38 left in third quarter play. LaSalle up 49-13. Nick Watson milking the clock, taking his time for the snap. Now the offensive line is down and set. Nick slaps his hands several times. Hands it off again to Christian Turner. Good call from Martin Isley. It's another nice run from Christian. Not quite a first down. They're going to mark him at about the 37-yard line.
He showed good north and south burst right there. You know, and a lot of times what's frustrating as a fan or as a coach is when you got a talented running back that likes to dance and do everything he can except move the ball forward. He's doing a lot of north and south running right now. There's no east or west in his game. Let's get the ball down the field. 2nd and 2.
All right, again, it looks like Jared Duran along with Christian Turner in the backfield with Nick Watson. Nick's got single receivers either side of the formation. And play clock down to about 7 seconds until it's a delay of game. Nick slaps his hands again to Christian Turner. Christian has to get to the 35 for the first down, and they're going to mark him just shy, maybe a foot shy of the 35-yard line. Is that right? Yep, just about a foot. Nice eyesight I've got. All right, 2:26 left in the third quarter here now. Lancers comfortable lead, 49-13.
Another update from Kings Turpin. Kings on the board again, 41-13 with 11:55 to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. They're avenging an earlier loss. I think Turpin beat them earlier in the regular season.
Is that their one loss?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. All right, 2:05 now. On the 36-yard line of Lima Senior, Nick Watson in no hurry to run a play. Lima showing blitz this time, and there's a flag. Did LaSalle flinch? LaSalle flinched. How many illegal procedures calls against the Lancers tonight?
I think they had 9 penalties in the first half.
My gosh.
Call correctly.
All right, there pushes the ball back to the 40-yard line. Yeah, offensive coordinator Jerry Beauchamp is not going to be happy about that stat. 1:32 in the third quarter. That's all we have left here. 1:32 third quarter. LaSalle up 49-13. Ball pushed back to the Lima 40-yard line. Be a 3rd and 5 call now.
JC, I got brackets for the rest of the Division II tournament throughout the state if you want to go through that here in a minute.
Sure. All right, again, Nick Watson Same cast of characters. Josh Geving in motion from near side over to far side. Now Nick's going to roll far side. And he's going to throw the ball. He's hit from behind as he throws, and the ball goes in the ground. This is going to be a 4th down call for LaSalle at the Lima Senior 40-yard line. And let's see here. I don't see. Here comes Drew. All right, Drew Chrisman in for an apparent punt because Nick is coming off. Nick holds for field goals. That'd be way too long of a field goal. Yep, Drew's going to do a little coffin corner punt here, hopefully. Going 4th and 6 call. We're down to 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Is it midnight yet? It feels like it's midnight for some reason.
That first half, that was an hour and a half first half right there.
Yeah.
It did take a long time to get to that first half, but with the running clock, we're going to see this fourth quarter
we're going to wrap this up rapidly here. All right, Lancers again milking the clock. All right.
Might even take the delay.
They may take a delay here. Right there. Time ran out there. All right, we're down to 9, 8, 7. They're going to not kick this to the fourth quarter starts, which is going to be right now. End of 3. LaSalle, no scoring here in the second half. LaSalle leads Lima Senior 49-13. Obert's Auto Care and Towing is located 7206 Harrison Avenue, a block away from Springdale Road, open Monday through Friday from 8 till 5. Phone number 513-353-4913. That's Obert's Auto Care and Towing. Cincinnati Chiropractic is located in Westwood at 4021 Harrison Avenue and online at cincinnatichiropractic.com. Dr. Limley and his staff provide chiropractic care, corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, and spine and posture screenings. Their phone number 513-661-6666. I'm J.C. McCoy with Martin Isley, executive producer Joe Strecker, and the rest of our LaSalle broadcasting crew here. Barrett Cohen, Nick Becker on the sidelines. We're here watching this Round 2 Division 2 Region 6 playoff game. The Lancers lead 49-13. For you watching on Waycross Community Media, we are the Normal LaSalle broadcast team for radio on Class X, the new breed of rock. And they have asked to use our audio tonight, and they've given us a little monitor here, which helps us out. We appreciate that. Nice to be able to see some numbers through the view of a monitor versus sometimes very difficult to see from press boxes, see what numbers these guys wear. There's the kick from Drew, the re-kick. Is he going to be able to down it before it goes out of bounds? Oh, nice kick from Drew. Again, it'll hit inside the 10, bounce back to outside the 10, and they're going to down it right there at just about the 11-yard line. Party at Trav's Fireworks is a supporter of LaSalle Lancer football. They're in Lawrenceburg, 1450 U.S. State Route 50, and on the internet, lawrenceburgfireworks.com. Their phone number, 812-539-2264. Party at Trav's Fireworks.
All right, brackets throughout
Bracket
the state.
time. All right.
We're obviously Division II, Region 6, okay? So if you go to the OHSA website, it breaks it all down for you. But we're obviously playing Lima. The other side of the bracket is Kings and Turpin. Kings is winning that matchup. So we will play in the regional finals, it looks like, against Kings next week. Okay, Region 5 almost went straight chalk. Massillon Perry is the 1 seed. They won last week, and they're playing Dresden Tri-Valley this week. That's in Dover. And then the other side of that bracket is Pataskala Licking Heights.
It's Pataskala.
Whatever.
Yeah. By the way, it's a 1-yard run there as you're talking. 1-yard run from Lima Senior. Yeah, but that's, you know why I know. I used to live around Columbus for a while. It's around Columbus.
Nice. All right,
yeah.
They were 10-1. They're playing Worthington Kilbourne.
That's also Columbus.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's almost straight chalk. 1, 2, 3, and the 5 seed.
You got to look up right now. Look at his play here. You got 5 wide receivers. He's going to chuck it deep. You know he is.
Going empty.
That's their playbook. Chuck it deep, empty backfield. There's a pass out in the flat.
Dropped.
And he dropped it.
Quick
Wow.
wide receiver screen.
Wow.
All right, so the Region 4 bracket, again, straight chalk, meaning all the higher seeds won last week. Grafton Midview is the 1 seed. They're playing Cleveland Glenville tonight at Avon Lake High School. The 2 and 3 seeds are pairing off. That's Perrysburg versus Avon, and that's being played at Perkins High School, wherever that is. Now, the last bracket, Region 3, upsets galore.
All right, here's the next play from Lima Senior. 3 receivers near side, 1 far side. Gordon in shotgun. He'll go back to pass. Here comes another Chuck. Throws it up way high, real deep, and it's the closest person was a LaSalle defender.
Region 3, the number 8 seed, Macedonia, Nordonia. That sounds familiar.
That's our buddies from the state game.
They beat the 1 seed last week.
They did.
So they moved on. They're playing Hudson tonight. Hudson was the 5 seed that beat the 4 seed. That's a team predicted to make a really deep run.
And play the Lancers for the state championship. Some people predict Hudson and LaSalle. Yeah.
The other side of that bracket, the number 7 seed, Warren Harding, upset the number 2 seed.
Here's a punt, by the way. Here's a punt from the Lima 13-yard line. Ball's at the 13, punters inside the 5. LaSalle's receiver at midfield stripe. And there's the punt. That's Josh Geving, waves for a fair catch. And Josh will catch it on LaSalle's 43-yard line. With that punt, this reminder, Game On Bar and Grill, located in the White Oak Shopping Center at 5880 Cheviot Road, features a menu of wraps, quesadillas, salads, sandwiches, and appetizers. Their website is GameOnCincy.com. They're also on the Facebook. Game On. Phone number 513-385-9999. Lancer offense set to come on the field looking for replacements. And, yeah, big-time replacements. This looks like a whole new offensive line for LaSalle. And there is the appearance of Ant-Man. Ant-Man, Justin Standifer, number 20, in the Lancer backfield. Is that Nick Watson still a quarterback, or is that Bobby Freilich now?
I think it's Bobby Freilich.
It is Bobby Freilich. And was that Ant-Man with the ball? Yep, Ant-Man had the ball. Ant-Man will not get to the 50-yard line.
Jake Nichols going in at offensive line. Jake's a senior. We got John Brocksterman. John's a sophomore, goes 6'6", 270. Look for big things out of him next year. Senior Zach Miller, number 72, getting some O-line snaps as well. Great to see Zach. He's been busting it all season long. I'm glad to see these guys get an opportunity.
Joey Stacy out there, too.
Joey Stacy out there.
Tight end.
Excellent.
Yep, Joey Stacy.
I believe Joey's a junior tight end. Look for big things out of him next year.
Looks like Jake Roberts out there. By the way, where was Garrett Bledsoe tonight? Did he play?
Sure.
I didn't see him. Oh, wow. There's 2 flags coming on the play right there.
Maybe a face mask.
Ant-Man was corralled for a loss. Back to about his own 42-yard line, and a Lima senior player's down. He's in some kind of leg pain at about his own 35-yard line. Allostatics is a data analytics company developing healthcare solutions. They produce predictive decision tools. Phone number 513-351-0368. Allostatics is on Facebook and Twitter.
Keaton Upshaw, the man down for Lima. It looked like he got shot by a sniper. It looks like just a leg cramp. He went down hard after that tackle. He's gotten a lot of snaps tonight. The kid's going both ways. He's a wide receiver and a defensive back. He's lined up at linebacker. He's been all over the field. I'm sure he's just cramping up. So, if anybody's concerned, he's going to be okay. They're just stretching him out.
Our friend Adam Baum reports now Kings leads Turpin 47-13. Boom. Running clock there, obviously, too, with a 30-point-plus lead. Yeah, you're right. He's got a cramp out there. They're stretching his legs. Okay. We're at 7:37. Now we learn, too, the clock stops with a player injury. Yeah, there you go. Clock is now stopped. All right, Lancers up 49-13. This game has been long decided. Some of the fans have used an early exit to get home safely, as quick as possible.
Face mask was the penalty. It's going to be 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 call. This will be in the Lima senior at the 43-yard line. Quarterback Bobby Freilich with Ant-Man in the backfield. That looks like, is that Ross Woolenweber, too?
I believe it might be.
The up back. Let me see here when he moves. He's number 25, if that's Ross. Single receivers either side of this formation. Lima showing blitz. Bobby Freilich to throw the ball. He's rolling far side. Nice little pitch. And nobody caught that one. The receiver actually wasn't looking for the ball.
And under some pressure, Bobby did a good job of avoiding the sack, getting rid of the ball, and throwing the incompletion pretty much on purpose to avoid getting sacked and taking a negative play, giving yourself a chance at 3rd and 2 instead of about 3rd and 10. Smart play by Bobby Freilich.
All right, we're down to 6:47 left in this game. Sure bet now LaSalle will play Kings next week. And again, we'll wait till Sunday to find out the venue. That'll be for the regional championship. This is the semifinal victory tonight for the region. Next week's the regionals. Lima just went over the line of scrimmage. You got to be more disciplined than that. Come on, guys. They had a linebacker showing blitz, and that gave LaSalle a first down, actually, with the ball movement by the referee. But he was showing blitz, and he came so far over the line of scrimmage, it was ridiculous.
JC, can you get the number of the center? Who's in at center right now? I want to make sure we get some of these offensive linemen some of the credit they deserve for getting in there, practicing all year long, getting some minutes here at the end of a game. I like it.
We're showing the center right now on Waycross, but I didn't see his number there. All right, this 1st and 10 play on Lima's 38-yard line. Again, showing blitz from Lima. Handoff to Ant-Man. Ant-Man will push forward. He'll be down about the 36-yard line. Joe thinks it's Andrew Jager.
Number 51.
Number 51, sophomore.
Sophomore, I like it. Getting some snaps. Kid for Lima appears to be down
another
a little
Lima
bit. Looks
player
like he's
down.
Okay, he's getting up. He's getting up.
Well, they play both. Some of the guys play both ways, and hey, that time of the game they start cramping. With this player injury. Time for a couple of reminders. Cloverleaf Pub at 3269 North Bend Road is the sponsor of LaSalle Sports. Open until 2:30 a.m. 7 days weekly. They feature DJ entertainment on the weekends and special events throughout the year. Cloverleaf Pub, 513-834-7090. Tri-State Wholesale is a supporter of LaSalle. They manufacture Earthwise windows and doors, located at 1550 Central Avenue. Open 7:30 till 4:30 Monday through Friday and Saturdays from 8 till 12. Phone number 513-381-1231. On the web at tristatewholesale.com. Big GCL ball games tomorrow night in Division I playoffs. It'll be X and Coleraine, and Elder, I believe, has Hilliard Darby. There was an attempted pass by Bobby Freilich. It was batted down by his Lima senior defender.
And the winner of those two games will face off the following week, correct?
That's correct. I believe they are. I believe that is correct. So if X gets by Coleraine and Elder wins, it'll be another matchup. Yeah.
Well, then what a classic that was the first time around. I think that's the one that maybe went into double overtime.
I think, wasn't that right?
Yeah.
And if Coleraine beats X and Elder wins, then Colerane's got to play X and Elder back-to-back weeks.
Unbelievable.
3rd and 8 call for the Lancers now. 4:26 and counting to end this ball game. Still a comfortable Lancer lead. Still in running clock territory.
Griffin Merritt in a quarterback.
Now, a new quarterback, Griffin Merritt, of course, he keeps the ball on a keeper. Down to the 30, and he'll be out of bounds. And, a late flag again. I'll tell you what, man, this is just getting ridiculous.
A little chippy. Griffin was obviously a foot or so out of bounds. The play was over.
And a Lima player chucked him.
Didn't take the biggest shot in the world, but he definitely put a shoulder into him and knocked Griffin about 5 yards out of bounds. It wasn't a kill shot, but you just can't hit the quarterback when he's running out of bounds.
No.
It's just, come on.
All right, clock still ticks, though, even though it was out of bounds. That's the rules of the running clock. That's going to give Lancers a first down. So Griffin Merritt getting some playing time. 3rd Lancer quarterback in this game. Yeah, it's the playoffs. Yeah, you're probably thinking playoffs, and they're down to their 3rd quarterback, giving him playing time. Oh, yeah, same way last year. It's not conceited to say it, but the Lancers have just blown through these playoffs. All last year and these first 2 games this year so far. So Griffin Merritt looks like he still has Ant-Man in the backfield with him. Backups on the offensive line. And Lima showing blitz again. And there goes Ant-Man with the ball. Ant-Man will get inside the 10-yard line, and there's another flag.
Might see a hold on the offensive line.
And we're down to 2:52 and counting to end this ball game. Lancers will end the Lima senior season at 9-3.
Drew Obert checking in at offensive line. We're subbing a little bit up front. Drew Obert.
The Lancers will go to 10-2. Last year being 14-1. Do some quick math there, Martin. What's a 2-year record, huh? 14-1, 10-2. What's that? 24-3.
10. What?
Did you have the same math teacher at LaSalle I had? All right, 24 and 3 over 2 years, right?
Yep. Calculator on my phone out. Hold on.
That's pretty darn impressive. This senior class, man. Well, what a great senior class for LaSalle. Last year's seniors were great, and this year's seniors, same thing, same story.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. They've been involved with a record of 24-3. Wow. People I know say, how long have you been watching LaSalle? In fact, I think the Lima play-by-play guy asked me that question this week, and I said, I've been watching LaSalle for over 40 years. We've never been like this. There's Ant-Man with the ball trying to score a touchdown. He won't get in there. We've had some good years. I mean, we've had some ties in the GCL championship when we were back in Division I again. You know, we had ties, you know, but really nothing stupendous. LaSalle never won a playoff game till last season.
It's amazing.
You know? Never won. Yeah.
I think we had a couple 8-2 years back in the mid-'80s.
And we shared it.
You know, our run is stretch when I was rolling through there.
A.J. Neiman quarterbacked a lot of great LaSalle clubs.
Yeah, 85,
you know?
84.
My brother-in-law, Pat Abatello, the great running back at LaSalle.
After A.J. rolled through, Doug Shields was a prolific quarterback.
He was.
They both took their squads to 8-2 records.
All right, Ant-Man with the ball. No Griffin Merritt keeps the ball, tries to sneak in for a touchdown. No signal by the referees. And the clock ticks. We're down to about 1:10 left in this game.
On 89 and 90, we went 7.
LaSalle is not in victory formation because they got the backups in there. Why put him in victory formation? You know? You know?
Yeah.
I do see.
Back then, that was only 4 teams from each region made the playoffs, which kind of narrowed the field a little bit. I think we finished 5th both years.
We're gonna keep it here too at the conclusions for Nick to get some interviews on the field. Hopefully we get stats. Joe Strecker, if you could help us out with the stats there. Get our buddy Brian and Paul down there. They can help us out with stats.
I don't think we're going to play another play, JC.
No, we're down to 35 seconds. LaSalle not interested in running the ball. Any more plays, Lancers will win this game 49-13. I said 17 points. It was 36 points, Martin. You believe that? They continue to amaze, don't they? It's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. All right, this will wrap this game up here. As the clock ticks down, Lancers lining up at the 50-yard line to shake hands with Lima Senior Spartans. Talented offensive ball club from Lima, you know. Throw the ball up in the air like a high arcing pop-up and have your wide receivers jump up because they're real tall. That's their game plan, basically, you know. Wow, just amazing. Yeah, they little humbling experience right now for the Lima Senior Spartans. They were doing a lot of dancing online this week on Twitter. Some dancing videos. They were all pumped up and stuff.
Congratulations to them on a great season.
Yeah, good season for them. 9-3.
Run 9-3 is nothing to be ashamed of.
You just lost to the defending state champs, so it makes that bitter pill a little easier to swallow, you know. All right, we're going to wait on getting some stats. We're going to wait on getting with Nick Becker. We're going to find the final score out between Kings and Turpin. But it very much appears the Lancers will play the Kings Knights next week. I can't recall LaSalle ever playing Kings. Can you guys?
So. No, I don't think we played them.
We need Barrett Cohen would know that. We'll have to ask him. I don't think LaSalle's ever played Kings. We're going to step away here for a quick moment. Be right back. The LaSalle Broadcasting Network on Waycross Community Media and Class X Radio, the new breed of classic rock.
This is the LaRosa's Pizza postgame show. LaRosa's is proudly a sponsor of LaSalle High School and LaSalle Athletics. Mike LaRosa, 1974 grad, and Brother Mark, a 1977 grad, follow LaSalle Athletics all year long. And LaSalle thanks them for their huge support. LaRosa's Pizza, their phone number, 523-347-1111.
As we enter the post-game part here, we were just watching fisticuffs erupt on the field. Hate to say that, Mark, you know. Hate to see that.
Not a ball or anything.
No, but just yelling and pushing back and forth. And
they're kids, and your pride hurts.
That's right.
They probably haven't felt this sting before. These guys, this junior and senior class, they've won a lot of football games over time.
We saw this.
Load up on like this, I think it hurts a pride.
You know what? I read someplace where there's some state in our country that has banned the practice of shaking hands at the 50-yard line for that reason right there. Isn't that sad?
Yeah, you can't give up on sportsmanship. That's something you got to teach.
Yeah.
That's what this sport's about.
We're going to break 10 seconds here for station identification. This is the LaSalle Broadcasting Network of Waycross Community Media and Class X Radio, the new breed of rock.
They didn't want to come out the second half. And that's how I thought, hey, that's the South football play. 4 minutes of football, a lot of guys contribute, everybody involved in the game. We got to make sure we take care of ourselves, take care of our body. We took another step to our goal. We took another step to our goal. Win in advance. Win in advance, and that's what we did. We advanced. Okay? Doesn't matter who it is, we go back to work Monday, we take care of business. Everybody got that? Yes, sir. Tomorrow, we're going to move it back an hour. Okay, 8:30 I'll meet with leadership council and captains. Okay, then I'll meet with everybody else at 9 o'clock. Does everybody understand that? Yes, sir. Make sure you guys are safe and smart. Take care of your body. Also remember, Dick's tomorrow. You guys that are going, I'll remind you guys again tomorrow.
But boy, that happened. They came in bunches, didn't they?
Didn't I say I wanted to say Lancers rolled deep 7 times? Son of a gun. I got to say it 7 times. Hey, be checking for as well, you guys here on the final of Kings. So we know for sure on Kings and Turpin to see if we can get a final on those guys. Coach Hilvert's still talking with his players near their end zone off to our right side. Nick Becker's out there right behind Coach. And here comes some final stats. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that.
Guys. Great job with the stats.
Let's do our stats here. Jeremy Larkin winds up with 138 yards rushing on 15 carries. Jaden Walker, the big running back for Lima Senior, 59 yards. Jarrell White, 68 yards. Christian Turner, 49. And Nick Watson had 31. Nick Watson was 7 of 10 for 203 yards and 4 touchdown passes.
Unbelievable.
Nice night for Nick Watson. And we're going to talk now. Nick Becker's got somebody on the sidelines. Go ahead, Nick.
Here with John Wilcox, just stretching out a little bit. Hey, great game today, bud.
Thank you, thank you.
Talk about that first play of the game, man. You right in there, got a defense to stop. How did that defense go today?
Our defense did well, and other times it was a little iffy, but I think we definitely showed up as a defense for 48 minutes. I know we have a lot of things to work on, but every team does, so we got to win in advance.
And I got to ask you, I see after you make a great play, you give us a little Cam Newton. Is that what that is? Excuse me. No. What is it?
It's something my brother did. It's like kind of ripping down from your shoulder pads up from your neck, going down. My brother was a fullback, and whenever you get long runs, he'd get up with the ball and go. Oh, so I was kind of modeling off of him. Yeah, he did. When they weren't throwing it, Derek.
All right, John. Thanks, man. Good game, bye.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Nick. Stay out there. Oh, you got one more. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got Paul Broxman, senior wide receiver. Great game today, buddy.
Thank you.
How feel to be out there on offense?
Oh, it felt great. Best experience of my life.
Yeah, you guys put up a lot of points. It's got to feel good to be out there just playing ball, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, next week, big game for you guys, possibly Kings. Just keep rolling deep in the playoffs. It's something you got to look forward to.
We got to play hard, offense, defense. Defense needs to step up a little more. And special teams. But other than that, we should be solid.
All right, thanks, man.
We're getting off easy here, bud, okay? You thought you were going to do that with Nick here on that side. But this is the first time you got into a football game, correct? Second time. What's it mean to you tonight to be on the field in a postseason atmosphere like this? Just to feel that energy, the excitement. How'd that feel for you?
It felt amazing. Best experience of my life by far. It's a dream come true. That's about it.
What do you think your dad and mom and dad were doing up there when they saw number 80 walk on that football field?
Oh, they were screaming, shouting. I saw them clapping for me, screaming for me. It was all fun.
What about your brother? Did he harass you when you came back over?
Yeah, he kept tugging on my shoulder pads, beating the crap out of my helmet.
It's great to have you here, certainly being a part of LaSalle High School and everything you've done. And now, if you turn around here, you're going to be on Waycross. How big is that? That's bigger than Texas, isn't it? Being on Waycross TV, you can watch us over and over and over.
Yep.
Guys, we're going to throw it back up to the booth, and J.C. Martin, great broadcast, guys. Again, the Lancers victorious tonight in a big way, and I think if you guys are up in the booth can confirm, it'll be Kings Knights, right?
Kings.
Confirmed Kings Knights.
It is. They won.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Back to you guys in the booth.
All right, thanks, Barrett. Barrett's correct there. Kings won. Hey, they're looking at us now. Barrett's correct. Hi, how you doing? Barrett's correct. Kings beat Turpin tonight. So LaSalle will play Kings for the regional championship of Division II, Region 6. And now we're going to go back down as Nick Becker talks with Coach Jim Hilvert.
1 second there. Hey, Coach. Great game again. Kids are talking to him right now. Yeah, great game tonight. You got to be proud of your kids today.
Oh, definitely. I thought once we kind of settled down a little bit in the first quarter, I thought our defense played really good. I know we let up 14 points and kind of let up a couple 2 drives. But overall, with obviously the athleticism they had on the perimeter and stuff like that, I thought overall we did a really good job on defense. And then offensively, once we started clicking, things started steamrolling from there. And obviously, but before you know, we're up 49 points. And obviously, the running clock at during the second half, a lot of guys got a chance, opportunity to play. We want to stay healthy, during the run in the playoffs. And I thought we were able to do that. And I said I like to see guys get playing time, especially when you're up 49-13. We shut them out the second half, and obviously win and move on. That's all right. We will win in advance.
The Waycross Community Media Archive has local community sports like volleyball, football, swimming, soccer, and more, along with civic and school concerts spanning over the past 3 decades. To order any production from Waycross, visit www.waycross.tv or call 513-825-2429 today.